The following is a presentation of Girard Sports Live. It's time for Girard High School Athletics on Girard Sports Live. Girard Sports Live is presented by Crocan, your community technology partner. Learn more at ckt.net. Also by Ag Choice of Epler, American Family Insurance, Jenny Collins Agency, Bradshaw Collision Repair, Call Service, Community National Bank and Trust, Derailed Commodity, Diskins Auto and Towing, DS Construction, Evans Motors, Farm Bureau Financial Services, Farmers Bank, Girard Medical Center, Hydrix Appliance, The Jagged Edge, GN Bank, Larrett Ceramics, Leah Smith Agency Farmers Insurance, Lehman Realty, Mathis Drug, McClellan Sanitation, Norris Advertising, Producers Cooperative Association, and Roto-Rooter.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
It's time for Girard Sports Live.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome out to Ted R. Taylor Gymnasium, Girard, Kansas, for tonight's matchup between the Girard Trojans and the Colgan Panthers. Tonight is a boys-girls doubleheader. Now, the girls' teams met earlier this year, but tonight's one of two doubleheaders between these teams this year, and this is Girard's chance to get a little revenge on the girls' side. The boys' team's yet to meet this season, so that one will be interesting as well. Got a lot of great action for you coming up tonight here on Girard Sports Live. Do want to let you know that Girard Sports Live is brought to you by Crocan, your community technology partner. Don't get bit by slow speeds and high prices. Get Gigabit, the fastest internet in Southeast Kansas with Crocan. To learn more, go to ruralfiber.org or see everything Crocan has to offer online at ckt.net. Well, both teams out warming up right now on the floor. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we'll fire up the Community National Bank and Trust pregame show. Talk about some of the matchups going on around the areas, the keys to the game, your starting lineups, and then tip-off from here at Ted R. Taylor Gymnasium. Getting ready to watch the Trojans and the Panthers on Girard Sports Live.
Now more than ever, Crocan is dedicated to helping keep families connected, workers to collaborate, students to learn, and businesses to continue to serve their customers, and even for doctors to treat their patients. Crocan's reliable high-speed fiber-to-the-home network means no buffering movies or grainy video conferences, no matter how many people are using it. Call or go online to sign up for the fastest and best internet in Southeast Kansas. Crocan. If you need to stay connected, you need Crocan.
Community National Bank and Trust has been serving the area for more than 30 years with a strong commitment to the highest quality leadership and banking services. Stop in soon and pick up your very own Girard Trojan Instant Issue Mascot Debit Card. While you're there, be sure to ask about Secure Lock, mobile banking, Guardian Secure Checking, and People Pay. Learn more at mybankcnb.com. Community National Bank and Trust is a proud supporter of Girard Schools.
Member FDIC.
Go Trojans!
Girard Medical Center is one of the area's best places to work. Are you a nurse? Does caring for patients on a more personal level sound appealing to you? Then you'll love our lower nurse-to-patient ratio. We also have positions open in other departments. Benefits include state employee health plan, 457 retirement plan with match, life insurance, paid time off, plus employee and family discounts on services. Best of all, your coworkers are like family. For more information, contact Greg Sullivan, Director of HR, or apply online at girardmedicalcenter.com.
Whether you're trying to make the most of the next harvest, navigating a changing business landscape, or planning for the next chapter in your life, the professionals at Prime Accounting Solutions are here to help. With 10 locations, Prime Accounting offers convenient, friendly accounting and tax services at a fair price. Payroll, bookkeeping, business planning, personal tax filing, and more. And now Prime is the place to go for insurance. Trojan fans can find us at 408B North Grand in Pittsburgh or call 620-232-7305. To find a location near you, go to primeaccounting.net.
The Producers Co-op Farm Store is committed to making your life easier by supplying you with the things you need for your farm and home. As always, the Producers Co-op Farm Store has a great selection of farm and ranch supplies, including pet supplies, ranch and corral building supplies and equipment, automatic waterers and feed bunks, tack, dog food, pet and animal health supplies, workwear, boots, and much, much more. Come in and check out the great deals on lots of new merchandise as well. Proudly serving Girard and the surrounding area, and proud to support the Girard Trojans.
Celebrate, recognize, build. That's the promise of Wilbert's Signature Awards and Engraving. Owners Greg and Missy Scott are committed to helping their customers celebrate special moments, recognize achievements, and build relationships. With a huge selection of Trojan gear, plaques and awards, custom leather patch hats, trophies, and so much more. Plus, while you're there, stop in next door to find the latest fashions from Aubrey at Scott & Company. Wilbert Signature Awards and Engraving. Learn more at wilbertawards.com or call 620-724-0341.
Welcome back out to Ted R. Taylor Gymnasium, Girard, Kansas, for tonight's matchup between the Girard Trojans and the Colgan Panthers. I'm Josh Lettner, alongside me Jess Murphy, and a good-looking matchup here tonight between these two teams. Trojans on the girls' side come into tonight's matchup 6-5, 11, and Colgan comes in 11-0. They are the number 2 ranked team in all of Class 2A, and we've seen them once this season when they defeated the Trojans back on December 9th, 53-20 at the Fieldhouse over there at St. Mary's Colgan. So we know what this team's all about. They like to get up and down the floor, and the Trojans are going to have to shoot the ball well and basically play a perfect game tonight if they want to hang in here with these Colgan Panthers. Our pregame show is brought to you by Community National Bank and Trust. They've been serving the area for over 30 years. Stop in soon to pick up your very own Girard Trojan Instant Issue Mascot Debit Card. Community National Bank and Trust, a proud supporter of Girard Schools. Learn more online at mybankcnb.com. Let's take a look at some of the matchups going on around the area tonight, just around southeast Kansas. Sub-state opponent, or a possible sub-state opponent, Caney Valley is at Neodesha tonight. Erie is at Humboldt. Iola at Burlington. Southeast travels to Jayhawk Lynn. Yates Center is at Northeast. Frontenac travels to Columbus. That's one to keep your eye on, especially on the boys' side, as that could definitely affect the sub-state seedings there. Labette County is at Coffeyville. Oswego travels to Colony Crest. Chatopa's at Uniontown. And Independence is at Fort Scott. That look at the area matchups brought to you by Diskins Auto and Towing, 120 East Forest Avenue in downtown Girard. Diskins offers 24-hour towing to repair all makes and models. To learn more, contact Diskins Auto and Towing at 620-724-8100. We're going to step away for a quick break. We'll be back. Talk keys to the game, starting lineups, and eventually tip-off here tonight between the Trojans and the Panthers. You're watching Trojan basketball on Girard Sports Live.
The farmer's friend in the field is Crop Care. With their industry-leading crop scouting, Crop Care can catch diseases, bugs, and other yield-robbing issues before they affect your bottom line. Crop Care also offers grid soil sampling and plant sampling with lab-tested results, giving you an unmatched advantage. With coverage across the entire region, Crop Care has insight that can help you avoid problems before they start. Give Kurt or Josh Harris a call at 620-687-4795. Crop Care, the name says it all.
Farm Bureau is proud to support Girard High School student athletes. At Farm Bureau Financial Services, their number one goal is to make insurance simple. Agents Judge Sasho, Lori Johnson, and Lisa Sasho take pride in educating their clients and members. There's a lot of information out there, and at Farm Bureau, they can explain it in a way that relates to you, so you can apply it to your life, family, farm, and future. To learn more, contact Judd, Lori, and Lisa at 620-724-4213. Go Trojans!
You've enjoyed life. Over the years, your community has become your passion, something you hope future generations get to experience, just as you have. That's why the Girard Area Community Foundation has worked hard to help fulfill charitable goals and inspire generosity, meeting the needs of the communities they serve. Creating a legacy fund with GACF ensures what you leave behind is an effective and lasting improvement in the community you love so dearly. Make plans to visit GirardAreaFoundation.com, preserving traditions for those who follow.
If you're in the market to buy or sell a house, land, or commercial space, look no further than Lehman Realty. Locally owned and operated, Jason Lehman and his staff are ready to meet the needs of every client. When it comes to your listing, you can trust that Lehman Realty will take the time to get to know you and your property. Lehman Realty is a proud supporter of Girard Trojan Athletics. Learn more at www.lehmanrealty.net or call Jason at 620-724-8020.
Welcome back to Ted R. Taylor Gymnasium, Girard, Kansas. Getting set for tonight's matchup between the Girard Trojans and the Colgan Panthers. Trojans coming into this game 6-5, Colgan 11-0. Trojans coming off of a 49-34 loss to Fort Scott back on Tuesday night. And Jess is bringing you in here. And the Trojans, I mean, we knew what they had in store for them with Fort Scott, and honestly, I thought the girls hung in there a lot better than I initially expected them to. I mean, honestly, than I expected them to. And they were in that game all the way deep into the third quarter, and it didn't really get away from them until about halfway through the fourth quarter.
Yeah, I agree. And, you know, I've just been thinking back since Tuesday. You look at the Trojan girls' losses and, you know, Nevada, Fort Scott, Frontenac, and you take those teams' combined record and minus the Riverton game, and nothing against Riverton, but minus the Riverton game, they've just been beat by better teams. So, and they've hung in there. So tonight, it's no tall tale here. Here's the number 2 ranked team in 2A, Colgan girls. They're a juggernaut.
Yeah, they put a walloping on these girls earlier in the season. So I think this is kind of a measuring stick to see if they put up a little bit better of a fight in this game than they did earlier this year. Only able to score 20 points in the whole game last year. It really turned into a track meet in the second half. They hung in there first quarter, and then after that, the wheels came off. And
yeah, they're going to have to try their best to maybe slow the game down, muddy it up. We talk about uglying up ball games all the time. But there again, if they can keep it close and have a chance, kind of like they did against Fort Scott, that's why we have to play the game, and it's just not scripted out on paper.
And Colgan 11-0. They're coming off a 56-41 win over Frontenac. That is their closest game of the year. They hung 90 on Bernal, Missouri back on January 16th. So, they're not afraid to just keep scoring on somebody all night long. So the Trojans going to have to bring a good game all 4 quarters here tonight on the girls' side. Those keys to the game brought to you by Evans Motors. Get the keys to your next ride with a stop at Evans Motors. Nate and Eddie have decades of experience getting folks into the right vehicle for their family. Stop by and see them at the intersection of highways 69 and 400 just south of Pittsburgh, or see their full selection online at evansmotors.net. We're going to step away for a quick break. When we come back, we'll talk starting lineups as we get closer to tip-off from here in Girard. The Colgan Panthers, the Girard Trojans, coming up on Girard Sports Live.
Do you have a construction project that just needs that custom touch? Are you looking for a contractor who can get it all done? Roof to floors and everywhere in between? Then call Dustin Sneed at DS Construction. With more than 20 years of industry experience, DS Construction specializes in new construction, roofing, renovations, and more. There's no job too big or small. For a free estimate, call DS Construction at 620-724-0209. That's 620-724-0209.
Chicken Annie's of Girard is something to crow about. Their family-style restaurant continues a Southeast Kansas tradition with their specialty, fried chicken, plus famous homemade onion rings and a variety of other dishes that would satisfy any cravings, even homemade pie. Besides dine-in and carry-out, Chicken Annie's of Girard also does catering in the area. Stop in on Highway 47 in Girard for a hearty meal, and follow Chicken Annie's of Girard on Facebook for specials.
Hydrix, your dependable independent. Depend on us for service, for selection, for price. Get huge Samsung savings. Leave notes, sync calendars, and display your photos on the new Samsung Family Hub refrigerator. Plus, get free same-day delivery. Why shop for appliances where the motto is do it yourself, when you can depend on the know-how of people who live appliances every day?
The only thing better than our price is our service. Hydrix, Fort Scott, and Girard.
Mathis Drug Store Incorporated has a proud Girard history of more than 50 years. Glenn and Karen Mathis took over the store in 1983 from Glenn's father and have been providing outstanding customer care and service since. At Mathis, they know their customers by name and value their support. Primary goal is to provide fast, accurate, friendly service. Mathis is a full-service pharmacy that accepts most insurance plans and supports competitive cash pricing. Mathis Drug Store, a proud supporter of Girard High School student-athletes.
For years, James Brumback and Brumback Service Center have been keeping area residents on the road with high quality and fast service. Let's face it, none of us have time for a breakdown, so be sure to stop by Brumback's for preventative maintenance, oil changes, and tire repairs. Brumback's is also your place for new tires with a variety of quality brands to choose from. Brumback Service Center, 312 East St. John in Girard. Call 620-724-6770. Good luck, Trojans, from Brumback Service Center.
Welcome back to Ted R. Taylor Gymnasium. Trojans getting set to tip it off against the Colgan Panthers. Let's take a look at tonight's starting lineups. Tonight's starting lineups brought to you by the Jagged Edge. Trojans will start this game in style, but nowhere near the level of style you'll find at the Jagged Edge. Stylist Carlos Sands, Robin Hawkins, or Ava Vietti will have you looking your best for your next big game. Make an appointment soon by calling 620-724-7500. First for the visiting Colgan Panthers. They'll start number 4, junior Lily Brown, number 5, senior Lauren Torrance, number 10, junior Polona Kalan, number 22, Delaney Meek, number 23, freshman Jakayla Davis. For the Trojans, they'll start 5'9", senior Emmeline Sinnecott, 5'6", senior Bailey Troike, 5'6", senior Danica Lopez, 5'5", junior Riley Brooks, and 5'9", junior Hayden Buckley. We're going to step away for our final break of the Community National Bank and Trust pregame show. Hopefully get back in time for the reflections to do the national anthem here in Girard. You're going to watch the Trojans and the Panthers on Girard Sports Live.
Call's service is outstanding in their field, especially for those that are stuck, well, outstanding in their field. Call's carries a wide selection of farm, industrial, and heavy-duty tires, all from the best brands in the business. And they've got farm service trucks ready to go. Plus, Call's continues to be the place folks go for car and truck tires, repairs, oil changes, and so much more. If you're in the market for new tires in Southeast Kansas, make the right call to Call's Service, 620-724-4121. See more at callservicellc.com.
Now more than ever, Croccan is dedicated to helping keep families connected, workers to collaborate, students to learn, and businesses to continue to serve their customers, and even for doctors to treat their patients. Croccan's reliable high-speed fiber-to-the-home network means no buffering movies or grainy video conferences, no matter how many people are using it. Call or go online to sign up for the fastest and best internet in Southeast Kansas. Croccan. If you need to stay connected, you need Croccan.
A partner in your fields and in your success. That's what you get with Murphy Seed. Channel seedsman Matt Murphy knows your fields and can recommend the elite seed products designed to perform in your area, maximizing the profitability of every acre. With Murphy Seed, you'll get year-round, hands-on, customized service. To learn more, call Murphy Seed at 620-249-6419. Your partner at every stage. Matt Murphy and Murphy Seed.
Welcome back to Ted R. Taylor Gymnasium, Girard, Kansas, getting set for tonight's matchup between the Trojans and the Colgan Panthers. Wanted to jump out of that break and get back in time to see Girard's own Reflections perform the national anthem. They did it earlier this year, and I'm sorry we missed it. So we'll get it here tonight on homecoming from here in Girard. And of course, we'll have all those homecoming festivities for you as well tonight as part of the broadcast.
The national anthem is performed this evening by the Girard High School Choir under the direction of Mrs. Meredith Reed.
See, that was totally worth catching.
I agree.
And you said it wasn't going to be any good, Jess.
Oh, now.
All right, introducing the starting lineups. We took care of that before the break. We need to mention that Colgan Panthers are coached by Abby Farabi, and of course, everybody knows Girard Trojans, coached by Brad Herlock. Look back and see if this is the same starting lineup we got out of Colgan last time. Look at that, opened right up to it. Yep, same starting five. All right, getting set to tip this one off. Tonight's opening tip brought to you by Larrett Ceramics, 503 West Maple in Girard. Stop by Larrett Ceramics for great gift ideas and supplies. Get creative when it comes to gift buying and get your friends and family a beautiful ceramic piece or maybe even glasses from Larrett Ceramics. Call 620-724-8442. Well, Jess, I hate to keep bringing it up, but pretty lopsided last time these two teams met. See if the Trojans take care of the ball here early, and I think it's really important for this team to get some shots to fall early in the ball game.
Yeah, they got to make some baskets and maybe even shoot a little better at the free throw line and try to get to the line, keep going to the basket.
I mean, just for confidence. Lily Brown will tip it off against Syndicate. Brown controls for Colgan. Jacayla Davis to the bucket, and she quickly draws a foul on Bailey Troike, and she's going to go to the line and shoot free throws right off the bat. It's Troike's first team foul on Girard. And we're underway, kind of. Certainly underway in the scorebook.
Must have some.
How could they have sweat on the floor already?
Yeah, I got a little moisture on the floor.
Maybe from the JV game.
Leak from the ceiling? I don't know. That.
Apparently it's going to be okay. Davis's first free throw off the mark. Second one's good. 1-0 here, top of the first. Trojans working around the perimeter. Got a stoppage here for something or another. Scores table.
Clock's not working or something. They never got the clock started. Scoreboard clock's not working.
Oh, it froze up.
Huh.
Well, looks like we're going to get an extra halftime. They sort this one out. I'll tell you what, this is a great time to pay the bills.
Yep.
We'll step away for a quick break. We'll be back. You're watching Trojan Basketball on Girard Sports Live.
Hey, Mama. Now more than ever, Croccan is dedicated to helping keep families connected, workers to collaborate, students to learn, and businesses to continue to serve their customers, and even for doctors to treat their patients. Croccan's reliable high-speed fiber-to-the-home network means no buffering movies or grainy video conferences, no matter how many people are using it. Call or go online to sign up for the fastest and best internet in Southeast Kansas. Croccan. If you need to stay connected, you need Croccan.
Community National Bank and Trust has been serving the area for more than 30 years with a strong commitment to the highest quality leadership and banking services. Stop in soon and pick up your very own Girard Trojan Instant Issue Mascot Debit Card. While you're there, be sure to ask about Secure Lock, mobile banking, Guardian Secure Checking, and People Pay. Learn more at mybankcmb.com. Community National Bank and Trust is a proud supporter of Girard Schools.
Member FDIC.
Go Trojans!
For years, James Brumback and Brumback Service Center have been keeping area residents on the road with high quality and fast service. Let's face it, none of us have time for a breakdown, so be sure to stop by Brumback's for preventative maintenance, oil changes, and tire repairs. Brumback's is also your place for new tires with a variety of quality brands to choose from. Brumback Service Center, 312 East St. John in Girard. Call 620-724-6770.
Welcome back. Got it all fixed underway. Buckley dribbles off the side of her foot, and then it's lost out of bounds. Going to say last touch by the Trojans. Oh, Jess, the natives are restless on that one.
Yeah, I might agree with them.
Yeah. Kayla Davis will bring it up for the Panthers, being guarded by Riley Brooks. She'll swing it around. This is Palona Kalan now down low, trying to get it to Torrance, tipped away, and Hayden Buckley comes away with it. Trojans force a turnover. Have an opportunity here to tie it or take the lead. They got to take care of the basketball, though. Brooks cut off by Brown, and she certainly give you a pause when you're driving to the bucket. Brooks pulls the trigger on the three, though, and hits one. And the Trojans get the 2-point lead here early on. Quickly the other way, Kalan into the corner. Torrance from the baseline. Shot rolls off, no good. Rebound tipped around, loose ball. Trojans have it, now it's a held ball. Half Nelson situation going on down there. And it'll be Trojan basketball by way of the possession arrow. Buckley with it on the wing, up top to Troike. She'll put it on the floor, into the lane, kicks out to Brooks, off her leg. She loses it, saves it to prevent the backcourt, but it ends up in the hands of Brown. And then Brown throws it away to Brooks, and she's fouled from behind by Delaney Meek. So that's the first foul on Meek, and the first team foul on Colgan. And maybe a reset here will clean some of this up. Just bordering on the JV there for a minute. Lopez to Troike. Now they'll swing it around the perimeter. Bailey cutting, but Buckley unable to get it to her. Now into the lane is Lopez. Loses her dribble, but right to Troike. She'll swing it to Buckley. Three on the way. No good off the iron. Rebound by Lily Brown, and quickly back the other way. Here comes Davis for Colgan. Into the corner, gets it back to Davis. Now Meek with it, trying to get it down low to Torrance. Stripped away by Troike, but she loses it. Tips it in bounds. There's a diving scrum for it, but it'll be Colgan basketball after all of that. Nobody touched it after Troike. So close. Coming up with a breakaway there. Panthers have it back here, trailing by 2. Into the lane to Torrance. Stripped away from behind by Brooks, but it ends up with Kalan. Now swings it back around it. Lauren O'Brien, who just checked into the game. Now O'Brien with it on the near side. Across the way to Kalan, now down to the lane to Lily Brown, over the top to Torrance, off the glass and good. Nice assist by Brown to find Torrance. They're the two tallest players on the floor, so they can kind of play keep away between the two of them, and that's what they did right there. Ties the game at 3. Syndicate comes up with the loose ball into the corner to Brooks. She'll dribble it back out. Trojans will reset the half court. Just haven't been able to handle the ball real well in the lane. Have the Trojans there. Buckley with it, 3-point line, back up top to Brooks. She'll drive again, cut off by Kalan. Back up top to Syndicate. Good defense by this Colgan squad. Nice misdirection by Troike. Gets it out to Buckley for three. Off the glass. Way off the mark. No good. Rebound comes down to Kalan. Now in the lane to Davis. Back out to O'Brien. Her three is good. Lauren O'Brien's been in the game for about a minute. Has a three-point bucket. And Colgan with the three-point lead here early. Brooks gives it up to Buckley. Back around to Troike now up top. Lopez thought about a three, now drives baseline. Little 10-footer won't go. Rebound comes down to Kalan, and it's poked away from behind. It'll be a foul against the Trojans. They'll get Danica Lopez with this one. That's her first. Second team foul on Girard. Buckley and Troike will sit. Maddie Kester into the game along with Bailey Bradshaw. Kalan gets it down to Torrance in the lane. Her pass over the top for Lily Brown. Emmeline Syndicate did everything she could, but Brown, you can't coach tall, Jess.
Nope, they had her fronted and just.
So that's the same play we saw earlier, only in reverse. This time Torrance to Brown. Lopez going to drive, kicks to Kester, but Maddie zigged and instead of zagged and out of bounds to Colgan. 5-point lead for the Panthers here with about 3:15 to play first quarter. Trojans have turned it over a little bit, and the Panthers have executed very well on the offensive end. Trojans need to take care of the basketball, try and get some points here to keep this one close down the stretch of the first quarter. Syndicate to the elbow, jump stop, back out to Kester. And they'll reset. Lopez up top being guarded by Kalan. Being guarded by O'Brien. And O'Brien will pick up the foul. That's Lauren's first. Second team foul on Colgan. Kalan checks into the game for O'Brien. So the original starting five on the floor for Colgan. Troike will check in for Lopez. Brooks gets it over the top, trying to go to Bradshaw. She can't handle the pass, and it's out of bounds. Colgan ball. Yep, the idea was right. They just didn't quite execute it. Runner no good. Rebound Torrance, and the putback is good. 4 points for Torrance. 7-point lead for Colgan now. That pass thrown away to Brown, but then she couldn't quite get control of it, dribbled it on the end line, and that'll give it back to Girard here with 2:20 left to play in the first. Out to Kester. She'll try the three. Too strong. Off the iron. Rebound comes down to Mack. Quickly ahead to Kalan. Now to Brown in the lane. Shot on the way off the back iron. Torrance rebound. Her put back good. 6 points for Torrance. 9-point lead now for Colgan Panthers. Syndicate out to Kester. Elbow. Bradshaw. Shot on the way off the glass is good. First bucket for Bradshaw. Cuts the lead to 7. Torrance at the free throw line. Kicks it back out. Now the Panthers working around the perimeter. Davis with it. Trying to get it down to Torrance on the baseline. Bounce pass around to Mack. And her shot off the glass is good. Sorry, Meek. I always keep saying Mack. Syndicate into the lane. Kester shot on the way is good, and the foul. Erica Boatman into the game along with Danica Lopez, replacing Riley Brooks and Bailey Bradshaw. Kester trying to complete the three-point play. Shot on the way is good. 3 points for Maddie Kester, and the lead is 6. Kalan with it into the corner, up top to Torrance. She'll swing it. Davis, now Meek, back to Torrance. Three-pointer on the way from Lauren. No good. Rebound, Maddie Kester. Good position there on Lily Brown. The Trojans have a chance to cut into this lead just a little bit more, trying to go over the top to Kester. But the long arms of Brown bring that one in. And now the Panthers with it. Look like they're going to go to work quickly. Torrance's shot too strong. Syndicate with the rebound. Trojans with it now. 38 seconds. And we're going to get a charge against Syndicate going into Kalan. That's Emmeline's first. Third team foul on the Trojans. Look pretty deep under the bucket. Trojans might need to invest in putting that little circle down there.
Semicircle?
Yeah, kind of help them out a little bit. We've seen that several times. We saw it against Fort Scott in the boys' game Tuesday night. Torrance with it. She kicks it out. Kalan will try the three. Off the mark. Rebound, Lily Brown. Put back good. 4 points for Brown. Lead back to 8 here. Trojans got to work quickly. Clock at 6 seconds and counting. Kester out to Lopez. Now Troike. Back to Lopez. She'll hoist one up, and it's way short, and that'll do it for the first quarter. Trojans trail at 16-8. You're watching Trojan basketball on Girard Sports Live.
Farmers Bank is a proud supporter of Girard schools. For generations, Farmers Bank has worked with local leaders, businesses, and residents to help shape the future of Southeast Kansas. Farmers Bank is proud to have helped with the growth and development of the communities we serve. As partners in business and friends in life, Farmers Bank is looking forward to a brighter tomorrow. Farmers Bank, with locations in Walnut, Hepler, St. Paul, and Girard. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Celebrate, recognize, build. That's the promise of Wilbert Signature Awards and Engraving. Owners Greg and Missy Scott are committed to helping their customers celebrate special moments, recognize achievements, and build relationships. With a huge selection of Trojan gear, plaques and awards, custom leather patch hats, trophies, and so much more. Plus, while you're there, stop in next door to find the latest fashions from Aubrey at Scott & Company. Wilbert Signature Awards and Engraving. Learn more at wilbertawards.com or call 620-724-0341.
Welcome back to Ted R. Taylor Gymnasium. Trojans trail it by 8. Panthers with the ball to start the second quarter. Kalan picks up her dribble, kicks it back out to Lauren Torrance. She'll swing it to Davis. Now back over to Kalan, and Panthers will reset. Polona picks up the dribble again, trying to go over the top to Meek, and it's tipped out of bounds. It'll stay with the Panthers. Pass in over the top to Torrance. Lawn with Riley Brooks right in her face. Back to Torrance. She'll try another three. Off the mark this time again. And another scramble for the ball. Held ball situation. And the possession arrow favors Girard. It'll be Trojan basketball. Original starting five on the floor for the Trojans right now. As Buckley gets it top of the key, she'll hit, pop quickly. Shot no good. Rebound by Troike into the lane to Syndicate. Dishes over to Brooks. And a nice pass from Emmeline Syndicate to find the open Riley Brooks. 5 points for Riley. And the Trojan lead, or the Panther lead, down to 6 points. Just need to get another defensive stop here, Jess. Just want to keep it within reasonable striking distance as Davis down the lane, way short. And they're going to say it was touched by a Trojan.
Blocked.
And I'm not sure that the last person to touch it was a Trojan. Over the top, they get it in to Torrance at the elbow. Pulls up, 10-footer off the glass, good. 8 points for Torrance. Lead back to 8. Brooks down the lane, kicks it to Troike. Cross court to Lopez. Quick shot on the way, off the mark. Rebound, Lily Brown. And now Davis with it as the Panthers look to push. Davis kicks it out. O'Brien with it. Cross court to Kalan, into the corner to Davis. Back up top to O'Brien. Her pass deflected. Brown will get it. Steps through the lane, and then she's going to get a foul call. I didn't see that one, Jess. Danica Lopez picks that one up. You got to give it to somebody. Brown's first shot rattles in. And these front court players for Colgan, I mean, Jess, they're probably the best front court pair in any small high school in Kansas.
Oh,
I mean,
I'd have
4A
to
down,
agree.
I'd
Right.
say. As Brown misses the second. I mean, there's not many teams out there who don't have trouble with this Panther squad. Kester almost loses it, gets it back now to Troike being guarded by Brown, gives it up to Brooks, he'll swing it. Buckley with it on the wing, back up top to Kester. She looks to drive, out to Troike. Now into the corner to Brooks. She'll try the three, off the mark. Rebound tracked down by Boatman. Work it back out to Kester. It's Boatman working against Torrance. Quite a size differential there. Troike into the lane, a little runner, off the glass is good. First bucket of the night for Troike. Cuts the lead to 7. Off the mark by Torrance, rebound Kester. Trojans just seem to be less timid this time around, Jess. I mean, they're not hitting a lot of shots, but they're not shy about taking them, you know? And they got a double dribble that time against Riley Brooks. Just not sure which way she wanted to go there. Mariah Harris into the game for Colgan. She's got the ball right now at the free throw line. Kicks it back out to O'Brien. Now Davis. Meek with it in the corner. Davis on the wing. Just Trojans playing a 2-3 zone right now. Panthers trying to get it figured out. Torrance working against Kester. Kicks it back out. Shot on the way, no good. Rebound comes down to Troike. Trojans looking to push here. Troike foot on the gas, kicks it back out to Kester. Thought about a three, now back to Troike. Into the lane to Erica Boatman, who lost it out of bounds. Panther basketball, and there were a couple open jumpers there that nobody wanted to take, Jess. And I don't think Boatman was expecting that extra pass to the inside.
Being double teamed on the block.
Right, and you know, usually you're trying to get in rebound position. They get it down to Harris, poked away from behind by Boatman. Davis comes up with it, and then she drug her pivot foot, and that'll turn it over to the Trojans. .344 to play, first half. Trojans trailing it by 7. It's been that way for a couple minutes now. Both teams have gone cold from the field. Trojans trying to bite into it here. Troike gives it up to a streaking Kester. Off the glass, shot no good. And Maddie just had a hard time with the pass and couldn't get a clean shot off and just missed it. She knows it was the right idea. And Maddie's a young one. She's often got the right idea, and it just had a little bit of trouble with the final execution of it, but that'll come with time. O'Brien with it. Now Meek to Torrance at the free throw line, over the top to Lily Brown, who's just camped out under the bucket. And she gets the lob pass and the layup. Troike walked with it. Kalan checks in, replacing O'Brien. Bradshaw into the game for the Trojans, replacing Boatman. And Lopez in for Riley Brooks. Mavis almost carried it there. Gets it back from Kalan, now swings it around to Meek. They're looking down low for a pass to Brown. She's battling for position underneath. Nice job by Emmeline Senecat. Fight with her off of those blocks. Gonna just drove her off her spot. That one's poked away from Lopez, and Kalan with the breakout and the layup. First bucket by Palona Kalan tonight. That breaks a little bit of a scoring drought and gives an 11-point lead to the Panthers, and they're going to get an offensive foul against Bailey Troike. That's 2 on Bailey, 15 foul on the Trojans. Now Davis with it across half court for Colgan, trying to add to that 11-point lead. Davis will fire from the corner, no good. Senecat with the rebound for the Trojans. Lopez from the wing for 3, no good, short. Rebound to Torrance, looking to push. Gets it ahead to Kalan, trying to get it into Brown. Careens over to Meek. Now back to Torrance on the blocks. Her shot no good. Rebound tipped around, and Lily Brown comes up with it. But it's an over and back as Meek couldn't handle the pass. And it'll be Trojan basketball from half court. Meek will sit. O'Brien into the game for Colgan. A little bit of full court pressure here off the inbound. Senecat will handle it in for the Trojans. Walked with it again. Lots of traveling tonight. And that happens when you got an active defense, Jess, and they're jumping into those passing lanes. Yep. You tend to double clutch, and that's what's going to get the traveling violations and the double dribbles and whatnot. Over the top, Brown with it on the blocks. Her shot no good. Foul on Bradshaw, and Brown will head to the line to shoot 2. Foul's starting to pile up on the Trojans here with just a minute left to play first half. They got another one to give before. Where's the next one? Free throws, Jessica.
Next one.
I think they got, yeah. Brown hits the first.
Every foul the rest of the half will be a free throw.
Troike into the corner to Peyton Brooks. Just checked into the game for Girard. Senecat drives baseline, kicks it out. Lopez open for 3, in and out. Rebound comes down to Bailey Bradshaw, and she hits the floor hard. And it's going to be Panther ball after the tie-up. Hayden Buckley into the game Danica Lopez take a seat. Riley Brooks checks in, replacing Bailey Troike. Shot on the way from Davis, no good off the back iron, rebounded by Bradshaw, and she's fouled. I think they're going to get Palona Kalan. Nope, they're going to O'Brien with that one. That's her second, fourth team foul. Mariah Harris into the game along with Delaney Meek. O'Brien will sit and Kalan will sit. Riley Brooks across half court, kicks it back out to Peyton Brooks. Now Senekit with it, into the lane, back out to Riley Brooks. She'll drive, kicks back out to Buckley for three, and she hits. Ball movement that time by the Trojans. And that's going to do it for the first half. Girard trails it by 10, 25-15. We'll step away for a quick break. We'll be back with the GN Bank halftime show. You're watching Trojan basketball on Girard Sports Live.
Do you have a construction project that just needs that custom touch? Are you looking for a contractor who can get it all done? Roof to floors and everywhere in between? Then call Dustin Sneed at DS Construction. With more than 20 years of industry experience, DS Construction specializes in new construction, roofing, renovations, and more. There's no job too big or small. For a free estimate, call DS Construction at 620-724-0209. That's 620-724-0209.
Whether you're suffering from the latest bug going around or have a chronic illness that needs regular monitoring by a physician, Girard Medical Center clinics offer quality care for your family close to home. 5 clinics are available throughout Crawford, Cherokee, and Bourbon counties, including Girard, Arma, Frontenac, Cherokee, and Uniontown. Our express care is also available Saturdays, Sundays, and most holidays for the unexpected illnesses that arise. Girard Medical Center clinics and express care, caring for our communities one patient at a time.
Family owned and operated, GN Bank has been providing customers with the highest quality of financial services in a friendly and personal way for over 100 years. Whether you have personal, business, or agricultural needs, GN Bank is big enough to handle all of your banking needs, yet small enough to provide you with that personal touch you've grown to expect from a community bank. GN Bank, a proud supporter of the Girard Trojans. Equal housing lender, member FDIC. Learn more at gn-bank.com.
A partner in your fields and in your success. That's what you get with Murphy Seed. Channel seedsman Matt Murphy knows your fields and can recommend the elite seed products designed to perform in your area, maximizing the profitability of every acre. With Murphy Seed, you'll get year-round, hands-on, customized service. To learn more, call Murphy Seed at 620-249-6419. Your partner at every stage. Matt Murphy and Murphy Seed. Roto-Rooter is proud to serve Girard and the surrounding area, offering sewer and drain cleaning, as well as septic and grease trap pumping 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. From toilet clogs to video inspections, sewer line repairs to complete replacements. To make an appointment, call 620-231-5630. Roto-Rooter is now owned by GHS alum Braden Peak and GMS teacher Heather Peak, and they are proud to support the Trojans. Roto-Rooter, 620-231-5630. See their ad in names and numbers.
Welcome back to Ted R. Taylor Gymnasium. We're at halftime of tonight's girls matchup between the Girard Trojans and the Colgan Panthers. At the break, Colgan up by 10, 25-15 over the Trojans. Our halftime show brought to you by GN Bank, where they've been providing customers with the highest quality financial services in a friendly and personal way for over 100 years. Personal, business, or agricultural needs, turn to GN Bank. Learn more at gn-bank.com. Let's take a look at some of those scoring totals for the first half. At the break, first for the Colgan Panthers, they're led in scoring by Lily Brown. She's got 9. Lauren Torrance has 8. Lauren O'Brien with 3. Palona Kalan and Delaney Meek with 4 points each. And Jakayla Davis, 1 of 2 from the line to round out the scoring for the Colgan Panthers. Trojans led in scoring by Riley Brooks. She has 5. Maddie Kester and Hayden Buckley have 3 each. And Bailey Troike and Bailey Bradshaw added a bucket each to round out the scoring for Girard. That Eye on the Game brought to you by Kennar Eye Care as we take a look back at the first half. Kennar Eye Care is there to make sure you can see what you're looking at. Kennar Eye Care with locations in Pittsburgh and Girard, here to help their valued customers. Learn more at KennarEyeCare.com. We're going to take a quick break. Come back. We'll have more of the GN Bank halftime show. We'll talk a little bit about the boys matchup coming up here in the nightcap from Girard and get closer to tip-off of second half action between the Colgan Panthers and the Girard Trojans. You're watching Trojan basketball on Girard Sports Live.
Thanks to your support, Kennar Eye Care has expanded. With double the space, they offer more exam rooms, larger optical selection, and extended hours to fit your schedule. And with the latest technology, they can quickly diagnose any eye-related issues. All patients are welcome at Kennar Eye Care, the clear choice for your family's vision.
Hydrix, your dependable independent. Depend on us for service, for selection, for price. Get huge Samsung savings. Leave notes, sync calendars, and display your photos on the new Samsung Family Hub refrigerator. Plus, get free same-day delivery. Why shop for appliances where the motto is do it yourself when you can depend on the know-how of people who live appliances every day?
The only thing better than our price is our service. Hydrix, Fort Scott, and Girard.
Whether you're trying to make the most of the next harvest, navigating a changing business landscape, or planning for the next chapter in your life, the professionals at Prime Accounting Solutions are here to help. With 10 locations, Prime Accounting offers convenient, friendly accounting and tax services at a fair price. Payroll, bookkeeping, business planning, personal tax filing, and more. And now Prime is the place to go for insurance. Trojan fans can find us at 408B North Grand in Pittsburgh or call 620-232-7305. To find a location near you, go to primeaccounting.net.
Welcome back to Ted R. Taylor Gymnasium. Halftime of the girls matchup. Trojans trailing by 10 at the break. Looking forward to tonight's nightcap, the boys game. Trojans come in 8-3, ranked number 9 in Class 3A. They're the number 3 ranked team in the Girard sub-state, and we'll talk a little bit about those sub-states as we move on through the evening. Colgan comes into the game 7-5, ranked number 29 in Class 2A. But they are coming off of an impressive 20-point win, 64-44 over Frontenac on Tuesday night. So a team that's riding high right now. You heard Coach Westcott say he knew they had a couple guys come back from injuries from the football season. Not the same team now that they were at the beginning of the year. This will be the first time the Trojans have seen them, however. But if you look at some of the games they struggled in early in the year,
didn't have a full roster.
They don't have the same personnel right now that they had then, so don't let that fool you. Trojans have been dealing with some injuries. Aiden Troike injured his ankle. We'll see if he's able to go tonight. Luke Nigaman has been playing with an injured ankle. Tommy McDowell went down hard on his back against Fort Scott Tuesday night. We'll see if there's any lingering effects from that. And then Brett Clevenger also missed Tuesday night's game against Fort Scott as well. So we saw Coach Herlocker have to shuffle a lot of lineups early in the year, and now that bug's starting to bite Coach Westcott's squad, and we'll see if that's a factor tonight when the Trojans take on the Colgan Panthers. We'll step away for our final break of the GN Bank halftime show and be back for second half action from here in Girard. You get ready to watch the Trojans and the Panthers on Girard Sports Live.
The farmer's friend in the field is Crop Care. With their industry-leading crop scouting, Crop Care can catch diseases, bugs, and other yield-robbing issues before they affect your bottom line. Crop Care also offers grid soil sampling and plant sampling with lab-tested results, giving you an unmatched advantage. With coverage across the entire region, Crop Care has insight that can help you avoid problems before they start. Give Kurt or Josh Harris a call at 620-687-4795. Crop Care, the name says it all.
Welcome back to Ted R. Taylor Gymnasium. Trojans trailing the Colgan Panthers by 10. Girard will have the ball to start the second half. Trojans well on their way to exceeding their scoring total from the first time these two teams met, when Panthers held Girard to just 20 points. Back cut by Buckley. She kicks it out into the corner. Shot on the way from Brooks. No good. Rebound Sinnott. Put back off the glass is good. Emmeline Sinnott, offensive rebound and her first bucket of the night. Cuts the lead to 8. Davis with it to Kalan. Back to Davis. And you know, when you talk about the Panthers, Jess, everybody talks about the post play. As that one tipped away, Trojans steal it ahead to Sinnott. Brown trailing her, and Emmeline with a quick 4 points to start the second half. But they also have pretty good guard play. Davis and Kalan handle it pretty well. Meek is a shooting threat from the outside as she misses right there. Rebound Brown. Davis misses again, but you can see what really makes it tick is the fact that you got Lily Brown and Lauren Torrance down there to clean up a lot of mistakes.
Yes.
Down low, tipped away, out of bounds. It's going to be Trojan ball. Last touch by Brown. O'Brien into the game. Meek will sit. A little soft full court pressure being applied by Colgan. They play man-to-man here. It's Lopez for 3. Can't get it, and then Troike with the push on Brown going after the rebound. That's Bailey's third. That's a big foul there. First team foul on the Trojans here in the second half, but more importantly, Troike's third personal. Right down the lane is Davis into Buckley, and Buckley whistled for the foul just for standing there. Wasn't even really facing Davis. But wrong place, wrong time.
That's what I was
for
gonna
Aiden
say.
Buckley as Davis hits the first. That full court pressure a little less soft. Sinnott with it in the lane, and she's fouled by Torrance. And Emmeline will head to the line. That's just the first foul on Lauren Torrance. Lily Brown with just one as well. So playing a pretty clean game tonight. That one rattles in. Kester into the game for Troike, who will sit with 3 fouls. Might not see Bailey again for quite some time. Sinnick's shot is good. She hits both. Cuts the lead to 6. Kalan down low to Brown, quickly to Torrance. She can't handle it, but Davis gathers it. Back outside to Kalan for three. No good. Tipped around again. Torrance ends up with it. Off the glass and good. Those two are just a lot to deal with. 10 points now for Lauren Torrance. And the lead back to 8 for Colgan. Brooks into the lane. Little literal runner. Gets it to go. 7 points for Riley Brooks. Cuts the lead back to 6. Kalan into the lane, has it slapped away, stolen by Brooks. Trojans with a chance to cut into that lead here. Now poked away. Davis comes away with the steal. And she has her own breakaway. 5 points for Davis.
Maddie stepped over the end line.
And another turnover there. Kester will sit now. Coach Herlocker telling her, pick your head up. Don't beat yourself up about that. Meek with it. Down low to Torrance. And her turnaround is good through some contact. 12 points for Torrance. She's starting to have herself a game. And the lead quickly back to 10 for Colgan. Brooks trying to lob it over the top to Bradshaw, but picked off by Lauren Torrance. Ahead to Davis, who almost lost it, gets it back into the corner to Meek. Long jumper on the way, no good. Rebound, Torrance. Back to Davis, and she walked with it. Lauren Torrance seems like she's everywhere tonight, Jess.
Yeah, everywhere.
She's serving popcorn at the snack bar as well tonight.
The only thing she's not doing is committing fouls.
Driving the bus.
That's just dribbled out on the other side of the.
Right into Troike, and they're going to whistle Torrance for the travel. So not everything going perfect. Troike inbound, full court press. Right now, Trojans do not have numbers on that near side of the floor. Evens back out. Troike able to get it across the timeline. Working against Meek. And has it stripped away and stolen. Brown comes away with it. High dribbling down the floor. Runner, no good. Just a little too much speed for Lily Brown. And Seneca couldn't save it in for Girard. It'll be Colgan ball once again. I think the pace got a little too fast for both teams there that time around. Maybe a little too fast for me too. Davis with it at the elbow. Back out shot on the way from O'Brien. Rattles around, no good. Rebound to Davis. 2 steps, no dribble, and the bucket.
30-second timeout.
30-second timeout. We'll stay right here. And Jess, it's just like that. This game, you look up, you're down by 4 or 5. You look up again, you're down by 12.
Yeah, I thought the Trojans come out, start this quarter, and scored 4 quick points. It was maybe going to have something to work off of, and the Colgan girl says, hold on a second, there's a reason why we're ranked second in the state. And you're right. Those 2 girls under the basket, I don't know how tall they are.
They erase a lot of mistakes.
Yeah.
I mean, they clean up a lot.
Colgan's not shooting it extremely well from outside, but it doesn't matter because those 2 girls clean up a lot of offensive rebounds and putbacks.
And then with Mariah Harris coming up behind them, she's got some good height too. I mean, Coach Farabi's got a squad here for a few years coming.
Right, and not even to mention that Coach Farabi, how good a job she does do with what she has.
Troike gets it across the timeline for the Trojans. They try to at least get this one back down to single digits. That pass intended for Troike, but out of bounds.
Oh, it wasn't tipped?
Kester just threw it behind where Troike was going. Davis at the elbow over the top to Torrance, off the glass and good. You get the feeling that's there every time down the floor because that's there every time down the floor. 14 points down for Torrance. And we got a traveling violation between Kester and Troike. And there's a timeout on the floor, full timeout. We'll take it as well. Trojans trailing by 14. You're watching Trojan basketball on Girard Sports Live.
The farmer's friend in the field is Crop Care. With their industry-leading crop scouting, Crop Care can catch diseases, bugs, and other yield-robbing issues before they affect your bottom line. Crop Care also offers grid soil sampling and plant sampling with lab-tested results, giving you an unmatched advantage. With coverage across the entire region, Crop Care has insight that can help you avoid problems before they start. Give Kurt or Josh Harris a call at 620-687-4795. Crop Care, the name says it all.
Welcome back to Ted R. Taylor Gymnasium. Trojans trailing it by 14 here with just under 3.5 to play in the third quarter. Josh Ledner alongside me, Jess Murphy, and doesn't have much to do with Sub-State, but every time these two schools meet, Jess, kind of like when Girard and Frontenac play, it's a grudge match that each school wants to win. Davis from the elbow hits. Nobody picked her up. And Jacayla Davis just dribbled to her spot. Hit a little 15-footer. Lopez looking for help. Gets it to Boatman at the free throw line, into the lane, bounce pass to Kester. Has to battle for it. And we're going to get a foul against Meek. Delaney Meek. Second team foul on Colgan. Lopez short with the three, Meek with the rebound. And we got a held ball. The possession arrow favors the team in blue. Meek trying to get it over the top of Davis, lost the handle. Troike with it now, going the other way for Girard. Bailey's shot no good. Rebound comes down to Lily Brown. Now Colgan back in business. Leading by 16. Davis down the lane, off the glass and good. Boy, Jacayla Davis has come alive here. 10 points in the third quarter alone. She had 1 point in the whole first half. Lopez down the lane, shot no good. Rebound, guess who? Lily Brown. Torrance battling for position. She gets the pass over the top and off the glass and good. 16 points for Lauren Torrance. And the lead is 20. Senecat drives in and she's fouled on the shot attempt. Got Torrance with that one. It's her second. Third on the team. Senecat 2 for 2 from the line tonight for the Trojans. All 6 of her points coming here in this third quarter. Trojans have needed every one of them. First one rattles around and goes down. Buckley into the game along with Riley Brooks. Lopez and Kester will sit for Girard. Meek will sit for Colgan, and Kalan checks into the game. Second shot is good for Emmeline. She's got 8 points. Quickly into the corner to O'Brien. Now back to Kalan. O'Brien wide open. She'll try it. No good. Gets her own rebound. She was that open. Now they'll swing it back to Davis. She'll put it on the floor into the lane, kicks it back out. Kalan open this time. Her shot no good. Rebound by Riley Brooks. She'll handle it up the floor for Girard, dribbling out of traffic. Back up top to Troike, and they'll set up the half court here as we tick down around a minute to play third quarter. Nice look to find the cutting Buckley, and her shot off the glass is good. 5 points for Hayden Buckley. Cuts the lead to 20. Kalan back to Davis, now back to Kalan. Now back to Davis in the lane, kicks it out to O'Brien. Panthers are not feeling it tonight from the three-point line. Just one of however many. Davis into the lane. 12-footer, no good. Tipped around. She saves it in to Kalan. Back to O'Brien. She'll drive into Boatman, who will pick up the foul. And O'Brien will go to the line to shoot two. O'Brien hits the first. Second shot on the way for Brent O'Brien is good. Peyton Brooks into the game for Girard as Boatman sits. It's stolen away and quickly down the floor. Collision between Brooks, Meek, and Syndicate. They're going to whistle Meek with the foul. That's her third. Really the only Colgan Panther in any sort of foul trouble. Torrance and O'Brien playing with two. Syndicate with the heave, no good. And that'll do it for the third quarter. Trojans trail it by 18, 45-27. We'll take a quick break and we'll be back. You're watching Trojan basketball on Girard Sports Live.
Now more than ever, Croccan is dedicated to helping keep families connected, workers to collaborate, students to learn, and businesses to continue to serve their customers, and even for doctors to treat their patients. Croccan's reliable high-speed fiber-to-the-home network means no buffering movies or grainy video conferences, no matter how many people are using it. Call or go online to sign up for the fastest and best internet in Southeast Kansas. Croccan. If you need to stay connected, you need Croccan.
Family owned and operated, G&N Bank has been providing customers with the highest quality of financial services in a friendly and personal way for over 100 years. Whether you have personal, business, or agricultural needs, G&N Bank is big enough to handle all of your banking needs, yet small enough to provide you with that personal touch you've grown to expect from a community bank. G&N Bank, a proud supporter of the Girard Trojans. Equal housing lender, member FDIC. Learn more at gn-bank.com.
Trojans will have the ball to start the fourth quarter. They got a lot of work to do. Trailing it by 18 here to the Colgan Panthers. Buckley will try the three, near side in and out. Rebound to Kalan. Trojans need those shots to fall, and they just haven't gotten enough of them tonight. That pass tipped by Riley Brooks, but Kalan able to gather it for the Panthers as they slow this one down. Torrance loses her footing but gets the ball off to Meek, who then steps on the out-of-bounds line. It'll be Panther basketball. Coach Farabi was, by her nonverbals, I don't think very pleased with that call. She's the picture of restraint, though, Jess. That one tipped away from Brooks. Davis ends up with it. Her shot's good. She hits the floor. And she'll head to the line to try and complete the three-point play. Good hustle play that time by Jakayla Davis. And they whistle that foul on Bailey Troike, so she picks up her fourth. Here with 7:23 to play in the game. Davis, shot on the way is good. Davis 3 for 3 from the line tonight. Panthers 8 of 9 as a team. Foul on the outside. They're going to get Kalan with that one. There's another foul. They're going to get Lily Brown with that one. That's 2 on Lily. 16 foul on Colgan. So the next foul by the Panthers, the Trojans will be shooting free throws. Chance to score points without the clock moving. And if you're the Trojans, I think, Jess, you got to be physically aggressive here.
Boom.
Brooks hits the 3. 10 points for Riley Brooks. Over the top, Torrance open under the bucket, and her shot is good. You also got to find a way to slow that down a little bit.
Good luck.
Yeah, nobody's done it this year.
Or last, or.
Riley Brooks being guarded by Kalan. Kicks it back out to Peyton Brooks. Swing it to Troike. Back to Peyton. Looking back door for Buckley. Now into the lane to Sinnekit. Turnaround jumper's good for Emmeline. 10 points for Sinnekit. The lead back down to 18. Trojans need to get some stops here and need to force Colgan into making some fast decisions. Over the top to Brown, and that's good. Lily's first bucket of the second half. She's got 11. And the lead back to 20 for Colgan. Buckley working against Meek. She'll cross the timeline. That one tipped. Riley Brooks gets it back into the lane. Runner on the way, short of the mark. And Davis gets the rebound for Colgan. Play ahead to Kalan. And the Panthers going to try to hold the ball and eat up the clock as best they can. Try to suck all the air out of the room. Shot on the way from Torrance is good. She's having a day. 20 points for Lauren Torrance. 22-point lead for the Panthers. Peyton Brooks kicks it off to Bailey Troike. Back to Buckley. Peyton into the lane, looking for help. Kicks it out to Riley Brooks. Back to Sinnekit at the elbow. Turnaround jumper way off the mark. And it's going to be out of bounds, Colgan basketball. Emmeline just kind of forced that one up with the big defender trying to fade away from it. Panthers back with it now with 4.5 to play in the game. Brown cross court. O'Brien should put it on the floor. Into the lane, back over to Brown. Back up top to Meek. Now O'Brien with it on the wing. She's trapped. Kicks it to Brown. Goes baseline to Torrance. Her shot off the glass for once doesn't go. Maddie Kester with the rebound for Girard. Gives it up to Troike. Sinnekit into the lane looking for help. Gets it to Danica Lopez. Now to Bailey Bradshaw off the glass. It's good. 4 points for Bradshaw. Cuts it back down to 20. Well, Jess, Trojans have scored 14 more points already than they did in the entire game last time around. But I think the Panthers are going to end up with close to the neighborhood of the same amount of points. That one no good. Syndicate comes up with the loose ball. Down the lane, steps through. Nice looking shot by Emmeline Syndicate. She's got 12 points. Back to 18, but I think if you're the Trojans, you know that this one's a better effort.
I believe so. I think they look a lot better. They're playing with a little more confidence.
And this, I think this effort right here that they put up against Colgan tonight, this effort beats Riverton.
Oh, I agree.
Maddie Kester with the step-through scoop shot. 5 points tonight for Kester. And there's a timeout on the floor, a full timeout. We'll take it as well. Trojans trailing it big, but doing better than last time they played Colgan. We'll be back for the final minutes of this one. You're watching Trojan basketball on Girard Sports Live.
Do you have a construction project that just needs that custom touch? Are you looking for a contractor who can get it all done? Roof to floors and everywhere in between? Then call Dustin Sneed at DS Construction. With more than 20 years of industry experience, DS Construction specializes in new construction, roofing, renovations, and more. There's no job too big or small. For a free estimate, call DS Construction at 620-724-0209. That's 620-724-0209.
Welcome back out here to Ted R. Taylor Gymnasium in Girard. Trojans trailing a big here to the Colgan Panthers, but putting up a better fight than the last time these two teams met early in the season. Just the second game of the year, I believe, for the Trojans, and they've definitely shown some improvement. Tonight, Colgan looks as good now as they did then. Davis handling it, being guarded by Troike, working off the screen from Brown. They'll swing it to Meek in the corner. Kester guarding her. Now the trap, ball poked away. Trojans come away with it. Riley Brooks on the run, off the glass and good. 12 points for Brooks. Trojans trail it by 14. Time running out on them though. Brown under the bucket, and that's good. And just haven't had an answer for Torrance and Brown under the bucket tonight. Nobody has this year. As Panthers looked about to improve to 12-0 on the year. Trojans will fall to 6-6. Troike with it on the wing, swings it up top to Brooks. Riley Brooks with it now up top. As we tick down around a minute and a half to play. Brooks down the lane, good idea to Syndicate, but the pass hit her in the top of the foot. And the held ball arrow, the possession arrow favoring Colgan. Kalan checks back into the game, replacing Delaney Meek for the Panthers. Trojans bringing some full court pressure here. Torrance ahead to Brown. She'll dribble across the timeline, being trailed by Lopez. Into the lane to Torrance, and she loses it. But they're going to say last touch by Syndicate. It'll stay Colgan ball. Down low again. Lily Brown being guarded by Danica Lopez, and that's just not fair. As Brown picks up her 15th point of the night. Kester's going to be whistled for the travel. And they'll give it right back to Colgan. So the Trojans have chipped away at it, but the mistakes, the turnovers, you're never going to be able to get back into a game against this team unless you're just shooting the lights out when you're turning the ball over this much. But you credit that to the defense that these Panthers have played tonight. They're long, they're lean, and their guards are active. And they've caused the Trojans trouble once again. Troike working against Davis. She dribbles out of it down the lane, steps through off the glass. No good, but then tracks down the loose ball in her own rebound. Over the top, Torrance. Again over the top to Lily Brown. She's fouled on the floor before she had the ball. And so it'll be Colgan ball on the baseline. They got Lopez with that one. That's her third. 15 foul on the Trojans. Get it into Torrance. Her shot no good. Gets her foot back. And that's good. Lots of points for Torrance. That's 22 right there. And then Troike travels with it. And it's the second possession in a row where the Trojans have been whistled for traveling. And again, that's the defense, man. 20-point lead for the Panthers. Davis hits the 10-footer. $16 points for Davis. Brooks will pull the trigger on a three, no good. Rebound, Kalan. And this should be the final possession of the game. Panthers wish it to be. Torrance under the bucket. Reverse layup blocked by Kester. Maddie picks it up. Ahead to Brooks. 4-3, no good. And that's going to do it. Trojans lose it by 22. They fall to 6-6 on the year. Colgan and Panthers improve to 12-0. We'll step away for a quick break. We'll be back with the Leah Smith Agency Farmers Insurance postgame show. You're watching Trojan basketball on Girard Sports Live.
At homecoming.
Chicken Annie's of Girard is something to crow about. Their family-style restaurant continues a Southeast Kansas tradition with their specialty, fried chicken, plus famous homemade onion rings and a variety of other dishes that would satisfy any cravings, even homemade pie. Besides dine-in and carry-out, Chicken Annie's of Girard also does catering in the area. Stop in on Highway 47 in Girard for a hearty meal, and follow Chicken Annie's of Girard on Facebook for specials.
Farmers Bank is a proud supporter of Girard schools. For generations, Farmers Bank has worked with local leaders, businesses, and residents to help shape the future of Southeast Kansas. Farmers Bank is proud to have helped with the growth and development of the communities we serve. As partners in business and friends in life, Farmers Bank is looking forward to a brighter tomorrow. Farmers Bank, with locations in Walnut, Hepler, St. Paul, and Girard. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
You've enjoyed life. Over the years, your community has become your passion, something you hope future generations get to experience, just as you have. That's why the Girard Area Community Foundation has worked hard to help fulfill charitable goals and inspire generosity, meeting the needs of the communities they serve. Creating a legacy fund with GACF ensures what you leave behind is an effective and lasting improvement in the community you love so dearly. Make plans to visit GirardAreaFoundation.com, preserving traditions for those who follow.
Sarah is involved in Queen candidate Zoe Rhodes. Daughter of Bud and Aaron Rhodes. Zoe's escort this evening is senior Tommy McDowell, son of Josh and Keely Holtzman. Zoe is involved in Cadets, FFA, FEA, FBLA, SAD, HOSA, Foreign Language Club, Art Club, and Scholars Bowl. She was a football manager, is a Trojan ambassador, and is a member of the National Honor Society, a Renaissance card holder, and on the honor roll. Zoe also holds the following offices: FFA President, FBLA President, KN Co-President, and Senior Class President. Ladies and gentlemen, your Queen candidates. Without further delay, drum roll please. It is my pleasure to present the 2022-2023 GHS Basketball Homecoming Queen, Miss Zoe Rhodes.
All right, congratulations to Zoe Rhodes, 2023 basketball homecoming queen for Girard High School. We'll step away for a quick break. We'll be back with the GN Bank halftime show. You're watching Trojan basketball on Girard Sports Live.
Thanks to your support, Kenora Eye Care has expanded. With double the space, they offer more exam rooms, larger optical selection, and extended hours to fit your schedule. And with the latest technology, they can quickly diagnose any eye-related issues. All patients are welcome at Kenora Eye Care, the clear choice for your family's vision.
Hydrix, your dependable independent. Depend on us for service, for selection, for price. Get huge Samsung savings. Leave notes, sync calendars, and display your photos on the new Samsung Family Hub refrigerator. Plus, get free same-day delivery. Why shop for appliances where the motto is do it yourself when you can depend on the know-how of people who live appliances every day?
The only thing better than our price is our service. Hydrix, Fort Scott, and Girard.
Welcome back to Ted R. Taylor Gymnasium. Between games here, Girard Trojans lost the first game on the girls' side, 62-40, and right now joined by head coach Brad Herlocker. And coach, that, you know, just looking at it all by itself in a vacuum, you're like, oh, that's a 22-point loss. That's a rough one. But when you saw the first game this year and then the effort your girls put out tonight, I think it's pretty clear that there's a good amount of improvement on the Girard side of the ball,
to be
especially
quite,
one
yeah.
game to the next.
Yeah, to be quite honest with you, I think we played them as close as anybody has this year. That's crazy. Sounds crazy when it was a 22-point game, but I think we played as close to them as anyone really has this year.
Well, you get 90 hung on you like Bernard did. So.
Yeah, they're a really, really good basketball team, and we had to play a perfect game, and we obviously did not play a perfect game tonight. Way too many turnovers there in that second half. If we could have controlled our turnovers, that game would have got real interesting, and if we could have got it down to even or even up a little bit, then nerves might have started coming in on their side, and just wasn't in the cards. I think overall we held our focus pretty well and didn't turn the ball over as bad as we did that first time, and they full courted us there, and the officials, you don't know every night. I felt like the officials allowed them to play, and you allow a super athletic person to put their hand on you and kind of keep it there the whole way down the court. Man, that's tough to dribble, and so I'm not making any excuses. Kids have to learn to protect it, and when you play good teams, they're going to get away with that. Overall, a good officiating group, so we're just going to have to continue to come and get better, and I do think we got better tonight.
And in the second half, your girls battled back and got it within striking distance a couple of times, but nobody's had an answer this year for that front court that Colgan puts out with Brown and Torrance, and they get pretty good guard play as well. Just a good-looking basketball team. But yeah, I think anybody who saw the first game and then saw this game would be willing to say that the Trojans improved quite a bit, one game to the next, and it doesn't get any easier for you guys on the road Monday night against Chanute. Have you had a chance to look at them? You know what to expect out of that squad?
They're an SEK team, and the SEK has always been traditionally a really, really tough league. I would put, Colgan and Frontenac, right with any of those teams. And, Frontenac did go toe-to-toe with them, and then, like I said, Colgan beat Frontenac pretty good the other night. So, but, the SEK's always – they always have athletes. They always have about, twice as many kids in their school as we do. And so they have quite a bit to choose from, and so they're going to have athletes. We're going to have to come out, but honestly, if we play as well as we did tonight, I think we've got a chance, and we've got a pretty good chance. Again, as crazy as it sounds, I think we got quite a bit better tonight.
And it's a good sign heading down the stretch, and you guys are going to get to see some of those teams that beat you this year for a second time. And I was talking to Jess off the air that this effort your girls put out here tonight would have won that Riverton game. If they had gotten the shots to fall that night like they did tonight, that one would have gone another way. So there's a lot of games to make up here for you guys, and a lot of opportunities for you to pick up seeding as far as that sub-state goes.
Yeah, and I think if you look at the teams that have beat us and you add up their records, it's an unbelievable record. We've played as tough or tougher a schedule than I've played any year that I've been here. So these kids are having adversity and fighting through it, and again, I think and hope and pray that that's going to pay off for them.
All right, Coach. Well, tough loss tonight, but the improvement is palpable, and you guys back to work, and we'll see you Monday night in Chanute.
Sounds good, man. Thank
All right,
you.
that's head coach Brad Herlocker of the Girard Trojans. They dropped this one to the Colgan Panthers, but if you watched it tonight in the gym, you saw that first game. This is a major improvement tonight for the Trojans. Now we're getting set for the boys' side. We'll start talking about that on the other side of the break. You're watching Trojan basketball on Girard Sports Live.
Community National Bank and Trust has been serving the area for more than 30 years with a strong commitment to the highest quality leadership and banking services. Stop in soon and pick up your very own Girard Trojan Instant Issue mascot debit card. While you're there, be sure to ask about Secure Lock, mobile banking, Guardian Secure Checking, and People Pay. Learn more at mybankcnb.com. Community National Bank and Trust is a proud supporter of Girard Schools.
Member FDIC.
Go Trojans!
Whisper a phrase into a person's ear, then pass it on to a group of people. Notice how the message changes by the time that the last person hears it? In business, consider word of mouth in the same light. What people say may turn into something different than you would like it to be. It can't be controlled. That's why Norse Advertising provides proven ad solutions through radio, billboards, and digital sign sales, allowing your message to be controlled by the person that knows your business best. You, Norse Advertising, a proud sponsor of Trojan Athletics.
The Producers Co-op Farm Store is committed to making your life easier by supplying you with the things you need for your farm and home. As always, the Producers Co-op Farm Store has a great selection of farm and ranch supplies, including pet supplies, ranch and corral building supplies and equipment, automatic waterers and feed bunks, tack, dog food, pet and animal health supplies, workwear, boots, and much, much more. Come in and check out the great deals on lots of new merchandise as well. Proudly serving Girard and the surrounding area, and proud to support the Girard Trojans.
Celebrate, recognize, build. That's the promise of Wilbert's Signature Awards and Engraving. Owners Greg and Missy Scott are committed to helping their customers celebrate special moments, recognize achievements, and build relationships. With a huge selection of Trojan gear, plaques and awards, custom leather patch hats, trophies, and so much more. Plus, while you're there, stop in next door to find the latest fashions from Aubrey at Scott & Company. Wilbert Signature Awards and Engraving. Learn more at wilbertawards.com or call 620-724-0341.
Welcome back to Ted R. Taylor Gymnasium. Between games here tonight, the Trojan girls fall by 22 in the opener tonight to the Colgan Panthers, but they did show some definite improvement over the first time those two schools met this year. I want to make sure and congratulate Zoe Rhodes, who's the basketball homecoming queen for 2023 here in Girard. She was just named here before the warm-up started. Do want to let you know that Girard Sports Live is brought to you by Crocan, your community technology partner. Don't get bit by slow speeds and high prices. Get Gigabit, the fastest internet in Southeast Kansas with Crocan. To learn more, go to ruralfiber.org or see everything Crocan has to offer at ckt.net. Well, Trojans come into the game 8-3, number 9 in Class 3A. They're the number 3 team in the Girard sub-state. Trojans coming off a 43-38 win against Fort Scott here Tuesday night. Colgan Panthers come in 7-5 overall. They're the number 29 ranked team in Class 2A. But they're coming off a 20-point walloping of Frontenac, 64-44 on Tuesday night. Their losses this season are to Thomas Jefferson Independent Day School out of Joplin. They lost one to Galena, lost to Baxter, Riverton, and Columbus. So they've made their run through our sub-state opponents this year and have not had the best of luck against those squads. Nonetheless, got some players coming back from injuries from football season, so Coach Westcott says they'll be a little bit different looking team tonight than they were early in the season. Jess, your keys to the game tonight for the Trojans?
Well, it's just typical basketball, Josh. It's control the ball, limit your turnovers, and there's going to be one of the first times by the looks of the court, Trojans might be matched with size, and so you're going to have to win the hustle and the effort. And we'll see how Aiden Twerky is. He's coming back off that ankle. He's suited tonight. But I couldn't get any coach talk out of Westcott whether how healthy he was. But
being coy about it, eh?
He is dressed out, so we'll just see. We got the Trojans back, and we're just going to have to play. And
Brett Clevenger dressed out as well tonight. Yep. Important reserve for the Trojans. He'll be in the game. Ethan Brooks dressed. It looks like everybody's dressed and ready to go.
Got the whole team back.
Yep. Back to full strength, so the roster not an excuse tonight for the Trojans. Those keys to the game brought to you by Evans Motors. Get the keys to your next ride with a stop at Evans Motors. Think that you have decades of experience getting folks in the right vehicle for their family. Stop by and see them at the intersections of Highway 69 and 400 just south of Pittsburgh, or see their full selection online at evansmotors.net. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be back to talk starting lineups as we get closer to tip-off from here in Girard between the Panthers and the Trojans. You're watching Trojan basketball on Girard Sports Live.
Do you have a construction project that just needs that custom touch? Are you looking for a contractor who can get it all done? Roof to floors and everywhere in between? Then call Dustin Sneed at DS Construction. With more than 20 years of industry experience, DS Construction specializes in new construction, roofing, renovations, and more. There's no job too big or small. For a free estimate, call DS Construction at 620-724-0209. That's 620-724-0209.
Chicken Annie's of Girard is something to crow about. Their family-style restaurant continues a Southeast Kansas tradition with their specialty, fried chicken, plus famous homemade onion rings and a variety of other dishes that would satisfy any cravings, even homemade pie. Besides dine-in and carry-out, Chicken Annie's of Girard also does catering in the area. Stop in on Highway 47 in Girard for a hearty meal, and follow Chicken Annie's of Girard on Facebook for specials.
Hydrix, your dependable independent. Depend on us for service, for selection, for price. Get huge Samsung savings. Leave notes, sync calendars, and display your photos on the new Samsung Family Hub refrigerator. Plus, get free same-day delivery. Why shop for appliances where the motto is do it yourself when you can depend on the know-how of people who live appliances every day?
The only thing better than our price is our service. Hydrix, Fort Scott, and Girard.
Mathis Drug Store Incorporated has a proud Girard history of more than 50 years. Glenn and Karen Mathis took over the store in 1983 from Glenn's father and have been providing outstanding customer care and service since. At Mathis, they know their customers by name and value their support. Primary goal is to provide fast, accurate, friendly service. Mathis is a full-service pharmacy that accepts most insurance plans and supports competitive cash pricing. Mathis Drug Store, a proud supporter of Girard High School student-athletes.
For years, James Brumback and Brumback Service Center have been keeping area residents on the road with high quality and fast service. Let's face it, none of us have time for a breakdown, so be sure to stop by Brumback's for preventative maintenance, oil changes, and tire repairs. Brumback's is also your place for new tires with a variety of quality brands to choose from. Brumback Service Center, 312 East St. John in Girard. Call 620-724-6770. Good luck, Trojans, from Brumback Service Center.
Welcome back to Ted R. Taylor Gymnasium, our pregame show brought to you by Community National Bank and Trust. Serving the area for over 30 years, stop in soon to pick up your very own Girard Trojan Instant Issue Mascot Debit Card. Community National Bank and Trust, a proud supporter of Girard Schools. Learn more online at mybankcnb.com. Let's take a look at some of those starting lineups tonight. First, for the visiting Colgan Panthers, they'll start number 1, 6-foot junior Tucker Harrell. Number 2, 6-foot senior Colin Height. Number 3, 6'1 junior Jack Schrimmer. Number 24, 5'10 junior Gus Keller. And number 35, 6'3 junior Tristan Voss. Trojans, a little bit different starting lineup as they're trying to work Aiden Troike back in off of an ankle injury. They'll start number 4, 6-foot senior Brett Clevenger. Number 11, 6'4 senior Luke Nigaman. Number 12, 6-foot senior Alex Kester. Number 22, 6'5 senior Tommy McDowell. And number 25, 6'2 senior Aiden Damon. Those starting lineups brought to you by the Jagged Edge. Trojans will start this game in style, but nowhere near the level of style you'll find at the Jagged Edge. Stylist Carla Sands, Robin Hawkins, or Ava Vietti will have you looking your best for your next big game. Make an appointment soon by calling 620-724-7500. We'll step away for our final break of the pregame show and be back with tip-off from here in Girard. Trojans and the Panthers coming up after the break. You're watching Trojan Basketball on Girard Sports Live.
Call service is outstanding in their field, especially for those that are stuck, outstanding in their field. Calls carries a wide selection of farm, industrial, and heavy-duty tires, all from the best brands in the business. And they've got farm service trucks ready to go. Plus, Calls continues to be the place folks go for car and truck tires, repairs, oil changes, and so much more. If you're in the market for new tires in Southeast Kansas, make the right call to Call Service, 620-724-4121. See more at callservicellc.com.
Now more than ever, Croccan is dedicated to helping keep families connected, workers to collaborate, students to learn, and businesses to continue to serve their customers, and even for doctors to treat their patients. Croccan's reliable high-speed fiber-to-the-home network means no buffering movies or grainy video conferences, no matter how many people are using it. Call or go online to sign up for the fastest and best internet in Southeast Kansas. Croccan. If you need to stay connected, you need Croccan.
A partner in your fields and in your success. That's what you get with Murphy Seed. Channel seedsman Matt Murphy knows your fields and can recommend the elite seed products designed to perform in your area, maximizing the profitability of every acre. With Murphy Seed, you'll get year-round, hands-on, customized service. To learn more, call Murphy Seed at 620-249-6419. Your partner at every stage. Matt Murphy and Murphy Seed. Roto-Rooter is proud to serve Girard and the surrounding area, offering sewer and drain cleaning, as well as septic and grease trap pumping 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. From toilet clogs to video inspections, sewer line repairs to complete replacements. To make an appointment, call 620-231-5630. Roto-Rooter is now owned by GHS alum Braden Peak and GMS teacher Heather Peak, and they are proud to support the Trojans. Roto-Rooter, 620-231-5630. See their ad in names and numbers.
Welcome back to Ted R. Taylor Gymnasium. Getting set to tip things off between the Trojans and the Colgan Panthers. Starting lineups being introduced to the crowd right now. This looks to be a good matchup between these two teams. Colgan definitely playing better over the last few weeks than they have all season, so the Trojans battling some injuries coming into this one, getting set to take on a hot playing Colgan squad right now.
Re-energized.
Re-energized, yes. A renaissance, if you will. Mid-season.
Yeah.
Second wind, whatever you want to call it. Whatever the preferred cliche is.
Healthy.
Yeah. Luke Nigeman set to get to tip it off against Tristan Voss. Our opening tip brought to you by Larrett Ceramics, 503 West Maple in Girard. Stop by Larrett Ceramics for great gift ideas and supplies. Get creative when it comes to gift buying. Get your friends and family a beautiful ceramic piece, or maybe even classes from Larrett Ceramics. Call 620-724-8442. And we're underway. Trojans will control the opening tip as Damon tracks it down in the backcourt. And we're underway. Kester with it up top, swings it to Nigeman. Damon open for three, he'll take it, just short. There's a deep three. Voss with the rebound for Colgan. And quickly back the other way, here come the Panthers. Schremer down low to Voss in the lane. Little baby hook is good. 2-point lead for the Panthers here early. Man-to-man defense by Colgan. McDowell into the corner to Kester. Back up top to Damon. Now Nigeman with it. Up free throw line for Kester. Back out to Clevenger. They'll work it around the perimeter again. Trojans taking their time. McDowell gets a nice feed down low from Nigeman. And we're tied at 2. Colin Height with it for Colgan. Gives it up to Tucker Harrell. Work it around the perimeter. Harrell with it again. Now Schremer trying to get it over the top to Voss. Pass tipped. First turnover of the game. Trojans steal it away. Nigeman comes up with it for Girard. To the wing to Kester. He'll take the open three and hits. Kester hits some big shots down the stretch in that Fort Scott game and starts off with a big three-pointer here against Colgan. Height at the wing, down to Voss, going to work in the lane against Nigeman. Back out to Height. They want to play that inside-out game, do the Panthers. Height's shot no good. Good position for the rebound by Luke Nigeman. Up top to Damon, thought about a three, now to Clevenger. To Kester, back over to Damon, thought about it again. McDowell at the wing. Trojans working it around the outside, trying to find an open cutter coming through that man-to-man defense. Now McDowell back down in the lane. Baby hook is good for Tommy McDowell. 5 points. 4 points early for McDowell. Trojans lead it by 5. Keller with it. Now back to Colin Height, being guarded by Damon. Keller trying to get it down low. It's poked away from Schrimmer. Or I'm sorry, from Harrell. Now the Trojans back with it on the offensive end. Baseline to Kester, back up top to McDowell. Kester will try another three, off the mark. Long rebound to Voss, and he stepped on the end line. It'll be Trojan basketball. Luke corrected the official. He's like, you mean this way, right? I know what I said, but you know what I mean. Trojans get it into Kester up top, into the corner to Damon. Passed on a open three. Dayton's kind of struggled from the floor here of late. He'll take this one in rhythm and hits. Good to see Damon and Kester hitting outside shots early for Girard, and McDowell hitting them in the lane. Trojans lead it by 8 here early. Harrell with it. Driving baseline on Kester. He'll kick back out. Shot on the way from Schrimmer. No good. Rebound. Luke Nigeman. Push ahead to Damon. Slow it down now. Into the corner to McDowell. Jumper on the way is good. 6 points early for Tommy McDowell. Trojans lead it by 10 right out of the gate. 4:26 to play first quarter. Timeout on the floor, 30-second timeout. We'll stay right here. And Jess, I know the Panthers not a sub-state opponent for the Trojans, but the win-loss record does matter as far as that sub-state bracket goes. Here's where the Trojans sit right now. Actually 8-3. I don't think Keisha has that Liberal game from earlier this year on the Trojans total. But some big games coming up between Columbus and Frontenac tonight, and then on down the road some big ones as well. So this could change. The Trojans sitting right now in that third spot. You'd either like to see a move up or down from that spot, Jess.
Yeah, third spot's not always a great spot to be.
Colgan will have the ball coming out of the timeout, trailing by 10. I was so proud of my screenshot I took of that, I just had to work it in. Had to get that graphic in there somehow. Into the corner, Harrell now cross court for Height. Schrimmer from the corner, he'll take it. Off the iron, no good. Rebound, McDowell. So the Panthers have been kind of cold shooting here to start, and that's played right into the hands of the Trojans. Cross court to McDowell. He'll try the three. Short with it. Rebound straight down to Kester. Back to Nigeman. He tried to get it to McDowell, but Tommy wasn't ready for it, and ends up in the hands of Colin Height. He's looking to push here for Colgan. Dishes out. Shot on the way from Schrimmer is good. First bucket for Schrimmer. First bucket for Colgan here in about 2.5 minutes. Trojans lead it by 8. He'd get it across the timeline here. And they do finally to Damon. McDowell thought about a three from the wing. Now they'll swing it again. Clevenger in the lane. Shot won't go in the face of Voss. And Height with it now. Or I'm sorry, Schrimmer the other way. And he's fouled by McDowell on the shot attempt. And he'll head to the line. Tommy's first. First team foul on the Trojans. First trip to the line tonight for anybody. First one rattles in for Schrimmer. Connor Van Beesler into the game for Colgan, because there's always got to be a Van Beesler. And Clevenger and Aiden Damon will sit. Colton Dressler into the game, along with Ethan Brooks for the Trojans, as Schrimmer hits both. Trojan lead down to 6. Kester gives it back up to Nigeman, surveying the floor, into the corner to Damon, or to McDowell. Kester over the top, too high for Colton Dressler. And that'll turn it over to Colgan. Van Beesler pushing the other way into the corner to Height. Jump stop, back out to Van Beesler for three. Off the back iron. Rebound comes down to Van Beesler. Poked away out of bounds. Going to say last touched by the Trojans. And now there's a conference. We'll talk it over, and it's going to stay right here with Colgan. Aiden Troike into the game for Girard, replacing Luke Nigaman, who will sit. And Luke's one of those players that may not show up with a lot of points, but he's going to have a lot of rebounds and assists in a game, leads the team in assist to turnover ratio. And then, of course, right around the first of the year, honored with a selection to the Kansas Shrine Bowl. Voss's shot, no good. Then the rebound tipped out of bounds over the back. Last touch by Colgan, but they're going to keep it right here. So another shot at it for the Panthers. Byron Lopez with it. Down to Schrimmer, back out to Harrell. Schrimmer down low to Voss, working against Colton Dressler. He gets his own rebound, passes it back out to Height. This is a very long possession here for the Colgan Panthers. Schrimmer back to Voss, open shot in the lane, won't go. And finally, a Trojan comes down with a rebound. Tommy McDowell comes up with it for Girard, then loses his dribble. And the travel violation against Colin Height as the Trojans, a good thing and then a bad thing, Jess.
Yep. Colgan did a good job there just cleaning up 3 or 4 possessions. Trojans still didn't let him come away with a point.
Troike now in the game for the first time since that Baldwin game in the semifinal of the Baldwin Invitational when he injured his ankle late in the fourth quarter of that one. McDowell in the lane, he's fouled, shot is good, no good, and he'll head to the line to shoot two. See who they whistle this one on. And they're going to get it on Schrimmer. First team foul on Colgan. Dowell hits the first. And he hits them both. Good news, see Trojans hitting free throws. Might have been a point of emphasis in practice, Jess. I don't know.
I hope.
Nigaman checks in, replacing McDowell. He'll take a seat after hitting those free throws. Now Van Beesler bring it up for Colgan. Schrimmer off to Harrell. Now to Voss. And they try to get it back out to Voss, and he's able to track down the loose ball. Harrell with it. Shooting over Dressler and gets it to fall. And Dressler stepped out, got his hand up, but nonetheless, Harrell able to get the three-point bucket to fall. And the Trojan lead is 5. Nigaman with it. Down low to Dressler. Off the glass, won't go. Hate to see the Trojans missing those close layups like that. That plagued them earlier this year. Harrell with it now. Working off a screen. And he's fouled on the floor up top. Let's see who they get this one on. They'll get it on Aiden Troike. And you know, when you've hurt your ankle, Jess, your lateral movement just isn't what you're used to. And I think forced Troike to reach and grab there.
I'm sure that ankle's still sore.
Oh, yeah.
Terrible.
The way it looked real bad when he came down on it in Baldwin. Height over the top to Schrimmer. Now back to Height in the corner. Into the lane. He'll kick back to Schrimmer. They like to play this inside-out game. Open up their outside shooters. And they're streaky. If they start getting something to fall, it could change this game quickly. Harrell driving the lane. Off the glass, no good. Rebound, Ethan Brooks. and he'll hoist one for the Trojans at the buzzer. No good. After one, Trojans lead it by 5. We'll take a quick break, and we'll be back. You're watching Trojan Basketball on Girard Sports Live.
Farmers Bank is a proud supporter of Girard schools. For generations, Farmers Bank has worked with local leaders, businesses, and residents to help shape the future of Southeast Kansas. Farmers Bank is proud to have helped with the growth and development of the communities we serve. As partners in business and friends in life, Farmers Bank is looking forward to a brighter tomorrow. Farmers Bank, with locations in Walnut, Hepler, St. Paul, and Girard. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Celebrate, recognize, build. That's the promise of Wilbert Signature Awards and Engraving. Owners Greg and Missy Scott are committed to helping their customers celebrate special moments, recognize achievements, and build relationships. With a huge selection of Trojan gear, plaques and awards, custom leather patch hats, trophies, and so much more. Plus, while you're there, stop in next door to find the latest fashions from Aubrey at Scott & Company. Wilbert Signature Awards and Engraving. Learn more at wilbertawards.com or call 620-724-0341.
Welcome back to Ted R. Taylor Gymnasium. Trojans leading it by 5 here after 1 over the Colgan Panthers. Panthers will have the ball to start the second quarter. Original starting 5 on the floor right now for Girard. Gus Keller with it, gets it up to Colin Height to Schrimmer on the far side. Guarded by McDowell, back out to Height. Trojans kind of picking up the half-court pressure here as they're trying that half-court trap. Keller with it, back over to Height. He'll dribble middle of the lane, kicks it over to Voss. Into the corner, shot on the way for Harrell, won't go. And Alex Kester does a good job battling for the rebound. Trojans with it offensively. Now to Clevenger in the lane, back out to Kester. They'll reset. Damon will try a 3, off the mark. Rebound to Schrimmer. Aiden just needs to keep taking those. Trojans wanted to carry, and they're going to get a block against Nigaman. His feet were planted. Crowd doesn't like it, at least nobody in maroon anyway. And that's Luke's first. It'll send Tristan Voss to the line to shoot 2. I guess they counted the shot, and then Voss's attempt at the three-point play is no good. So Trojan lead down to 3. It's been a scoring drought here of late for Girard. Get it to McDowell in the lane. He loses his dribble, but thankfully Nigaman there to track it down. Back out to Damon. Now to McDowell, has it poked away from behind by Schrimmer. Quickly down the other way, Harrell, and he's fouled by Damon. And Trojans need to, it seems more like attitude here than anything, Jess. Kind of looking at the refs and feeling sorry for themselves right now. Meanwhile, Colgan clawing their way back into this game.
Yeah, just need to go back to taking advantage, attacking the rim.
That's the first on Damon, 4th team foul on the Trojans. And I will almost personally pay for them to put that charging arc under the bucket, Jess. He hits them both, and 1-point lead now for Girard. Fade away from Damon on the baseline, won't go, tipped out of bounds. It's going to stay with Girard. Ooh, that one could have gone either way.
Yep. 50-50 call finally goes Girard's way tonight. I think McDowell just jumped up and tapped it off the Colgan defender.
Nigaman to inbound. They'll get it into McDowell in the corner. Up top to Kester. Back to Nigaman in the lane. There. McDowell into the corner to Kester. Shot on the way long. And it's caught by Harrell on the fly. And into Voss. His turnaround is good. Good position that time by Tristan Voss. He's got 6 points. And the Panthers with their first lead of the ball game. 5:44 to play here, first half. Trojans have just gone quiet from the field. Back out to Nigaman. Up top to Damon. To McDowell. He'll try the three and hits. Trojans needed that. McDowell's got 11. Trojans back on top by a pair. Clevenger guarding Keller. His shot no good. Tip to Damon. Ahead to McDowell on the blocks. A nice wraparound pass to find Clevenger. His first bucket of the game. Trojans back up by 4. Back up top to Harrell. They're trying to get something going down low to Voss. Harrell with the drive. Kester does a good job of not fouling. Off the glass and good for Harrell. He's got 5. The lead is back down to 2. Down low to Kester. Good find. Shot won't go. Tipped out. Rebound to McDowell. Gives it up to Nigaman. Back to McDowell. Three-pointer on the way. No good. Rebound comes down to Keller. Trojans need to pick up a man coming down the floor. Doing a good job getting back. Height now to Height again, dribbling into the lane. Voss with it. Back up top to Harrell. Voss will give it up to Keller. Back to Height. Down low to Voss, working against Nigaman. Turnaround in the lane, no good. Luke wrestles away the rebound from Harrell. Trojans with it again offensively, trying to add to a 2-point lead. Dowell with it on the wing. Over to Nigaman on the far side. Damon into the lane to McDowell, spinning, turnaround, no good. Clevenger comes up with it. And they're going to say held ball. It'll be Trojan basketball. Good effort by Clevenger. Ethan Brooks will check into the game for Brett Clevenger. Izzy Tierney and Tucker Harrell will sit for Colgan. Van Beesler in to the game, as well as Schrimmer. Damon in over the top to Ethan Brooks. Dowell with it. Middle of the lane to Kester. Turnaround 10-footer is good for Alex. 5 points for Kester. Trojan lead back to 4. 3 minutes to play first half. Keller to the free throw line. Now Schrimmer, he'll drive. Into Nigaman, kicks it out. Van Beesler to Voss in the lane, working against McDowell. Now they're going to whistle Ethan Brooks with a blocking foul. Wasn't much of one. 15 foul on the Trojans. So far, Colgan just committing 1 foul here in the first half, if you believe that. That one tipped away. Voss comes away with it, saves it to Schrimmer. Nice play by Tristan Voss. Schrimmer into the lane, kicks it out to Height. Try the 3. Off the back iron, no good. Tip. Kester can't bring down the rebound. Now it's back out to Keller. Off the glass, won't go. And this time, the Trojans do secure the rebound as Nigaman comes away with it. Into the corner to Ethan Brooks. Gets it over to McDowell on the wing. Opposite wing to Damon, down to McDowell, off the glass and good. Nice ball movement again by the Trojans. 13 points for McDowell. Trojans by 6. Van Beesler with it at the elbow, gives it up to Height to Tristan Voss at the free throw line. Back out to Keller, free throw line. Back to Voss. His shot no good. Gets his own rebound. Stripped away and stolen by Luke Nigeman. Luke does not have the numbers. Has it poked away from behind, but it'll stay with Girard. Tucker Harrell into the game, replacing Van Beesler. Troike and Dressler into the game, replacing Damon and Nigeman. Luke Nigeman's done a heck of a job under the boards tonight for Girard.
Rebounding machine tonight.
Now we'll see if Colton Dressler can bring the physicality. Although Voss is on the bench right now for Colgan. Kester thought about a three. Now back to Troike, around to Brooks. He'll take it. A little off-balance affair. And it rattles out, no good. Now Colgan with it, coming the other way. Height with it at the elbow. Out to Schremer. He'll try the three. Off the mark. Rebound comes down to Troike. Aiden into the corner to Brooks. Back up top to Kester. Trojans will slow it down a little bit. Brooks gives it up to Troike. Baseline to McDowell. Free throw line to Kester. Shot on the way. Rattles off. No good. Rebound Schremer. Under a minute to play. Colgan Panthers might want to try and get a 2-for-1 here. Harrell driving. He's going to be fouled by Dressler before the shot.
Fouls on Girard, number 34, Colton Dressler, first personal foul, team foul number 6. Entering the game for the Panthers, number 35.
And it is on the floor. They got that one on Dressler. That's his first. 16 foul on the Trojans. Colgan with just one team foul here in the first half. I just want to stress that. Shot on the way, no good. Rebound, Troike. Kester over to Ethan Brooks. Troike will hold for last shot, I do believe. McDowell with it now, gets it to Kester at the elbow. Back out to Troike as we tick down around 10 seconds. And counting now, Trojans go to work. Troike, he'll just pull the trigger on a three. No good, too strong. And here's Harrell, long shot on the way, no good. And that's going to do it for the first half. Trojans lead at 23-17. Coach Westcott not pleased with that last possession, but the Trojans take the lead into the locker room. We'll take a quick break, and we'll be back with the GN Bank Halftime Show. You're watching Trojan Basketball on Girard Sports Live.
Do you have a construction project that just needs that custom touch? Are you looking for a contractor who can get it all done? Roof to floors and everywhere in between? Then call Dustin Sneed at DS Construction. With more than 20 years of industry experience, DS Construction specializes in new construction, roofing, renovations, and more. There's no job too big or small. For a free estimate, call DS Construction at 620-724-0209. That's 620-724-0209.
Whether you're suffering from the latest bug going around or have a chronic illness that needs regular monitoring by a physician, Girard Medical Center clinics offer quality care for your family close to home. 5 clinics are available throughout Crawford, Cherokee, and Bourbon counties, including Girard, Arma, Frontenac, Cherokee, and Uniontown. Our express care is also available Saturdays, Sundays, and most holidays for the unexpected illnesses that arise. Girard Medical Center clinics and express care, caring for our communities one patient at a time.
Family owned and operated, GN Bank has been providing customers with the highest quality of financial services in a friendly and personal way for over 100 years. Whether you have personal, business, or agricultural needs, GN Bank is big enough to handle all of your banking needs, yet small enough to provide you with that personal touch you've grown to expect from a community bank. GN Bank, a proud supporter of the Girard Trojans. Equal housing lender, member FDIC. Learn more at gn-bank.com.
A partner in your fields and in your success. That's what you get with Murphy Seed. Channel seedsman Matt Murphy knows your fields and can recommend the elite seed products designed to perform in your area, maximizing the profitability of every acre. With Murphy Seed, you'll get year-round, hands-on, customized service. To learn more, call Murphy Seed at 620-249-6419. Your partner at every stage. Matt Murphy and Murphy Seed. Roto-Rooter is proud to serve Girard and the surrounding area, offering sewer and drain cleaning, as well as septic and grease trap pumping 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. From toilet clogs to video inspections, sewer line repairs to complete replacements. To make an appointment, call 620-231-5630. Roto-Rooter is now owned by GHS alum Braden Peak and GMS teacher Heather Peak, and they are proud to support the Trojans. Roto-Rooter, 620-231-5630. See their ad in names and numbers.
Welcome back to Ted R. Taylor Gymnasium. We're at halftime of the boys matchup. Trojans lead it by 6, 23-17 over the Colgan Panthers. Our halftime show brought to you by GN Bank, where they've been providing customers with the highest quality of financial services in a friendly and personal way for over 100 years. Personal, business, or agricultural needs, turn to GN Bank. Learn more at gn-bank.com. Let's take a look at some of those scoring totals for the first half. First off, for the visiting Colgan Panthers, led in scoring by Tristan Voss and Jack Schrimmer. They have 6 points each. Tucker Harrell has 5 to round out the scoring for the Colgan Panthers. For the Girard Trojans, they're led in scoring by Tommy McDowell. He's got 13. Alex Kester has 5. Aiden Damon added 3. And Brett Clevenger has a bucket to round out the scoring for Girard. That eye on the game brought to you by Kennar Eye Care. As we take a look back at the first half, Kennar Eye Care is there to make sure you can see what you're looking at. Kennar Eye Care, with locations in Pittsburgh and Girard, is here to help you find what you're looking at. Learn more at KennarEyeCare.com. We're going to step away for a quick break. We come back, we'll talk over some of the first half action as we move closer to tip-off of the second half. From here in Girard, Trojans leading the Colgan Panthers by 6 at the break. You're watching Trojan basketball on Girard Sports Live.
Thanks to your support, Kennar Eye Care has expanded. With double the space, they offer more exam rooms, larger optical selection, and extended hours to fit your schedule. And with the latest technology, they can quickly diagnose any eye-related issues. All patients are welcome at Kennar Eye Care, the clear choice for your family's vision.
Hydrix, your dependable independent. Depend on us for service, for selection, for price. Get huge Samsung savings. Leave notes, sync calendars, and display your photos on the new Samsung Family Hub refrigerator. Plus, get free same-day delivery. Why shop for appliances where the motto is do it yourself, when you can depend on the know-how of people who live appliances every day?
The only thing better than our price is our service. Hydrix, Fort Scott, and Girard.
Welcome back to Ted R. Taylor Gymnasium at the break. Trojans lead it by 6 over the Colgan Panthers. Looking ahead to next week, the Trojans will travel Monday night to Chanute to take on the Blue Comets, and that's a boys-girls doubleheader from up there in Neosho County. And, of course, we'll have that game for you here on Girard Sports Live. Trojans with 3 games next week. I'm really trying hard to remember now what they are. Here they come. Here they come. So they'll play Chanute Monday night, and then they have a game Tuesday night. It's not on the schedule for Max Preps because they don't get anything right. But they have a game Tuesday night. I want to say Galena? No. Who is it? Help me out, Jess. And then Friday night it'll wrap up with Anderson County. So there's 3 games next week. We got Monday, Tuesday, Friday of next week. I think it's away, home, away for the Trojans. So it's a trip to Chanute and then a trip to Garnett on Friday night for a matchup against Anderson County. Jess, you're going on a cruise sometime, aren't you? I guess I should figure out when that exactly is happening.
I think when you are going to be in Anderson County.
Oh, really?
I will not be. I will be in Mexico somewhere.
What about Chanute?
Yeah, I don't have Chanute on our schedule, so I have.
It's there. Look, Max Preps has it, so it's got to be true.
Right. All I have is.
And I have it on my master list back in my office, but Trojans back in action next week, Monday night, Tuesday night, and then Friday night at Anderson County. We know that for sure, and we'll have those games for you here on Girard Sports Live. Let's step away for a final break of the GM Bank halftime show. We'll be back with tip-off in the second half between the Trojans and the Panthers on Girard Sports Live.
The farmer's friend in the field is Crop Care. With their industry-leading crop scouting, Crop Care can catch diseases, bugs, and other yield-robbing issues before they affect your bottom line. Crop Care also offers grid soil sampling and plant sampling with lab-tested results, giving you an unmatched advantage. With coverage across the entire region, Crop Care has insight that can help you avoid problems before they start. Give Kurt or Josh Harris a call at 620-687-4795. Crop Care, the name says it all.
Mathis Drug Store Incorporated has a proud Girard history of more than 50 years. Glenn and Karen Mathis took over the store in 1983 from Glenn's father and have been providing outstanding customer care and service since. At Mathis, they know their customers by name and value their support. Primary goal is to provide fast, accurate, friendly service. Mathis is a full-service pharmacy that accepts most insurance plans and supports competitive cash pricing. Mathis Drug Store, a proud supporter of Girard High School student-athletes.
Call's service is outstanding in their field, especially for those that are stuck, outstanding in their field. Call's carries a wide selection of farm, industrial, and heavy-duty tires, all from the best brands in the business. And they've got farm service trucks ready to go. Plus, Call's continues to be the place folks go for car and truck tires, repairs, oil changes, and so much more. If you're in the market for new tires in Southeast Kansas, make the right call to Call's Service, 620-724-4121. See more at callservicellc.com.
Welcome back to Ted R. Taylor, getting set to tip it off here in the second half. Trojans by 6 to break. Colgan trailed by as many as 10, able to battle back and take a 2-point lead, but then the Trojans answered right back right at the end of the second quarter and ended a scoring drought that allowed the Panthers back into the game. Trojans able to take a 6-point lead into the locker room. Panthers with the ball here to start the third quarter. And we're rolling. Height, free throw line to Voss. Back to Harrell. He's back out to Keller. Now Schrimmer driving against McDowell. Back in the lane to Voss, working against Nigaman. Gets a little help from Damon. Now Height with the 15-footer. And Colin Height hits. That's his first bucket of the night. Cuts the Trojan lead to 4. Girard with it now on the offensive end. Damon with it at the elbow. He'll pull up. 15-footer won't go. Rebound Clevenger. His shot no good, but he's fouled, and Brett will head to the line. And they're going to get Tristan Voss with that one. And now Panthers have matched their foul total for the entire first half, Jess.
Yeah, I was just going to say that.
Just like that. Clevenger's first one rattles in. 3 points for Clevenger, trying to make it 4 right here. Push the Trojan lead to 6, I'm sorry. 6. Brett hits them both. Trojans 4 for 4 as a team from the line tonight. Lead back to 6. As Harrell sets up the offense for the Panthers. Schrimmer into the lane. And he's tied up by Nigaman, and it'll be Trojan basketball. Just a lot of traffic to try and dribble into that time for for Jack Schrimmer, excuse me. Trojans the beneficiaries of that. Chance to add to this 6-point lead here early in the third. Kester gets it to Clevenger. Colgan back to that man-to-man defense. McDowell working against Voss, gets it down the baseline to Nigaman. He'll dribble it back out, back to McDowell on the blocks. He'll go to work. Fade away, no good. Clevenger gathers the rebound for Girard. Brett's shot no good, gets his own rebound. Put back no good. Nigaman with the rebound, his put back no good, and then there's going to be a foul as Kester tried to do the put back, and he could be fouled, I think, by Harrell. Yep. There's a lot going on there, Jess.
A lot.
Tucker Harrell comes away with the foul. Alex Kester to the free throw line. Kester's first trip tonight. McDowell will sit.
He kind of limped off a little bit, like he maybe
landed awkwardly.
Yep, come down on someone's foot and rolled an ankle possibly.
Colton Dressler into the game for McDowell. Kester with the shot. Hits the first.
McDowell waves off Todd Bryan, so nothing too serious.
And Kester hits them both. 6 for 6 from the line tonight for the Trojans. And the lead is 8. Biggest deal of the night for Girard was 10. At one point they led it 12-2.
Travel, yep.
As Harrell falls down trying to draw contact, and the Trojans backed away from it. Harrell commits travel, and it's Girard ball. Little three-quarter press being applied by Colgan. Middle of the floor to Kester, to Clevenger into the corner to Damon. He'll put it on the floor, back to Nigaman at the elbow, and he finds a wide open Brett Clevenger. So 4 quick points for Brett Clevenger. Trojans by 10, and there's a timeout on the floor. Coach Heffern wants to talk things over, just a 30-second timeout. And Jess, this good start to the second half of the Trojans. They're able to open up this 10-point lead.
Yeah, they come out of the locker room just how they started the game, attacking the rim, being aggressive on the defensive side, and it worked well, extended that lead a little bit.
Nothing flashy, no full court press, nothing like that. They're just creating turnovers out of the half-court defense. And doing a good job finding each other on the offensive end.
It helps when you have a full roster.
Yeah. Yeah, it's funny how that works, isn't it?
Yeah. Full complement of players.
Trojans got all the bullets in the gun tonight for the first time since
a long time.
Yeah, since before the Baldwin tournament. Height gives it up. This is Schrimmer with it on the wing, being guarded by Nigaman. Back to Height. He'll swing it up top for Gus Keller. Back to Schrimmer. Working against Luke. Keller. Schrimmer in the lane. Now Voss. He'll elevate. Shot no good. Rebound Luke Nigaman. And here comes Girard. Long possession that time for the Panthers. They come away empty. Trojans trying to add to this 10-point lead. Kester on the wing. Back to Dressler. Opposite wing. Damon. Back around to Kester on the wing. Now baseline to Dressler, and he airmails it over into the Girard bench. And it's going to stay with the Trojans. They're going to say last touched by Colgan. Nobody wearing blue likes that call.
I agree with it.
Van Beesler checks into the game for Gus Keller. Nigeman with it, cross court to Damon. He'll try the shot from the corner, just short, and Aiden's kind of been off the mark, but I think he just needs to keep shooting, Jess.
Yeah, I agree. Shooter's got to shoot.
Harrell into the lane, picks up his dribble, now fades away, misses everything. Clevenger with the loose ball. I don't know if you call that a rebound. Catch. Nigeman hasn't stripped away, but gets it back. He's in the corner now, into the lane to Clevenger. Gets it to Dressler, but he's too deep. Throws it away, and Colin Height comes away with it. So that's 2 rough passes on the last couple of possessions for Colton Dressler. He's settled down a little bit. But he had his back to the end line that time and had to make a decision quick. Tipped away. Here comes Clevenger down the floor. Off the glass, can't get it to go. Nigeman's rebound won't go. And it comes down to Tucker Harrell. Schrimmer puts it on the floor, kicks it back out to Height. Thought about a 3, now back to Schrimmer. Down low to Voss. Over to Harrell. Shot on the way is good. 7 points for Tucker Harrell. Trojan lead down to 8. Into the corner, Damon again. Shot on the way off the backboard, and he's just not feeling it tonight. Height into the lane, shot over Nigeman, and he gets it to go. Nice looking move that time by Colin Height. Kind of caught Luke Nigeman in no man's land there. And the lead back down to 6. Back and forth we go. Dressler gives it up to Nigeman. Now Trojans set up the half court. Get the play in from Coach Westcott. Colgan now dropped into a, oh no, they're still playing some sort of man. They're just switching a lot, maybe?
I don't know what it is.
Looks like a 2-3. That was my first guess. Then they switched so much, I thought it was man. Ball's out of bounds. It's going to be Trojan basketball. Nigeman and Clevenger will sit. Brooks and McDowell into the game along with Aiden Troike. Luke Nigeman also taking a seat for Girard. McDowell with it up top. Kester in the corner, back up top to Brooks. Troike on the wing. McDowell in the lane, has it poked away. And if he kept that ball up high, those guards wouldn't be able to slap at it like that. Quickly down the lane is Schrimmer. The bucket's good, and Coach Westcott's seen enough. He wants a 30-second timeout as the lead's down to 4. Trojans looked sharp right up until they didn't, Jess.
Yeah, they put timely timeout there by Colgan, and they come out of the timeout disruptive. They switched over to some sort of a man zone press. I don't know what you call it, but it stifled the Trojan offense with a couple possessions. So Westcott says, all right, boys, let's right the ship and figure out what we need to do to.
And you can see a change of philosophy for Colgan's guards. Are being a lot more aggressive going to the basket. Trojans going to have to adapt to that and cut off those driving lanes. Stop that. Trojans being outscored 8-6 here in the third quarter thus far. Girard ball out of the timeout. The corner now to Troike. Trojans working it around the perimeter. Brooks with it. Over to McDowell, open on the baseline. 10-footer is good for Tommy McDowell. His first bucket of the second half, 15 points for McDowell. Trojan lead back to 6. Three-pointer on the way from Van Beesler, no good. Good rebound by Voss. Back out to Schremer into the lane, and he's going to be, and they're going to whistle somebody for this foul. Let's see who they get. Alex Kester will pick it up. That's his first. First team foul on the Trojans. Gus Keller and Harrell enter the game for Colgan. Luke Diggeman into the game for Girard. Get it to Voss, back out to Height. Little 10-footer on the baseline, no good. Rebound by McDowell. Trojans looking to push. They get it ahead to Troike, and it's stripped away. He loses it somehow. And Colgan comes away with it. Lots of contact down there, but no call. Into the lane to Voss. Now Harrell with it. He'll put it on the floor, working against Kester. Schremer from the free throw line elevates. Shot no good. Voss with the rebound. His shot blocked by McDowell, but it ends up right back in the hands of Voss. Now here's Keller to Schremer on the three-point line into the lane. Elevates, won't go. Rebound, Luke Diggeman, and the foul is going to go against Schremer for Colgan. And a little shoving after the whistle. That's 2 on Schremer. Third team foul on Colgan here in the second half. Kester puts it on the floor, gets it ahead to McDowell. Now Troike with it on the wing, back up top to Diggeman. Lob pass to McDowell, back to Troike baseline. And Aiden will dribble it out. Kicks it to Ethan Brooks, top of the key. To the free throw line to McDowell. Now Luke Diggeman with it on the wing. As we're under 5 seconds, McDowell will just step into a three, and he hits. 18 points for McDowell. Trojan lead is 9 after 3. We'll take a quick break and we'll be back. You're watching Trojan basketball on Girard Sports Live.
Hey, Mama. Now more than ever, Croccan is dedicated to helping keep families connected, workers to collaborate, students to learn, and businesses to continue to serve their customers, and even for doctors to treat their patients. Croccan's reliable high-speed fiber-to-the-home network means no buffering movies or grainy video conferences, no matter how many people are using it. Call or go online to sign up for the fastest and best internet in Southeast Kansas. Croccan. If you need to stay connected, you need Croccan.
Family owned and operated, GN Bank has been providing customers with the highest quality of financial services in a friendly and personal way for over 100 years. Whether you have personal, business, or agricultural needs, GN Bank is big enough to handle all of your banking needs, yet small enough to provide you with that personal touch you've grown to expect from a community bank. GN Bank, a proud supporter of the Girard Trojans. Equal housing lender, member FDIC. Learn more at gn-bank.com.
One quarter left to play. Trojans lead it by 9 over the Colgan Panthers. Girard trying to improve to 9-3 on the season. A win over a very hot playing Colgan team coming into the game, but Girard's been able to keep a lid on them for 3 quarters as they force a turnover right there and have an opportunity to push this one to double digits. Aiden Damon with it in the corner. Gets it back up top to McDowell as Panthers extend that defense out well beyond the three-point line now, trying to speed Girard up. Get it down low to Clevenger, and he's absolutely mugged. No foul call, and loses the ball. Harrell gets it up top to Height. Here's Schremer to Voss at the elbow. Keller, and they're whistling Brett Clevenger with the foul on that one. Might have got him with the body, but he was clean getting the ball. That's just Brett's first. That's amazing. Everybody on the roster's got a foul now for the Trojans. Second team foul on Girard here in the second half as Keller hits the first. And he hits them both. 7-point lead for Girard. 7 minutes to play in the game. McDowell with it to Kester on the wing, trying to get it down low to Damon. A lot of these passes getting tipped. Trojans need to be careful with the basketball. Nice look to find Brett Clevenger. Off the glass and good. 8 points for Brett Clevenger. Trojans back on top by 9. Schrimmer, Keller, Harrell. Down low to Voss. They got a foul against Luke Nigaman away from the ball. 2 on Luke. Panthers get it in. Height thought about a 3, now kicks it to Keller in the lane. He might have walked with it. Nice scoop shot that time.
Go for the free throw line to the basket without dribbling.
Yeah. Nigaman with it at the wing. Now Clevenger with it at the wing. Cross court to Damon. Deck down to Clevenger to Luke. Shot no good, but there's a foul. Clevenger hits the floor very hard. And you're supposed to let people come down when they jump. Schrimmer's going to pick up the foul, which was not the hardest foul on the play.
Nope.
But it's the one that's going to send Luke to the line. First one off the back iron, no good. It's the first miss tonight from the free throw line for Girard. Van Beesler into the game, replacing Colin Height. Luke's second shot upcoming. He hits it. Trojan lead is 8. Watch the push off there. Schrimmer working against McDowell, gets it down low to Voss, working against Luke, and it gets a shot over him. First bucket of the second half for Voss. He's got 8. Trojan lead is 6. Up top to Clevenger. Somebody's going to have to make a shot for Girard. You get a foul against McDowell.
Nope.
Nope. They're going to get Keller with the foul. The way Tommy reacted, I thought he got the foul.
Tommy's like, I'm just trying to run around. You keep grabbing my arm.
Mm-hmm. Kester with it off the inbound. Damon was open for 3. Now McDowell will take 3. Rattles in and out. Rebound tapped out of bounds. It'll stay with Girard. Colgan fans want an over-the-back call, but nobody's gotten one of those tonight, so I wouldn't expect one now. Luke Nigaman to inbound it, gets it into McDowell. Now they'll swing it around. Kester thought about a 3. Got Schrimmer swiping at it. It'll be out of bounds off of Schrimmer. It'll stay with Girard. Colin Height into the game, replacing Van Beesler. Ethan Brooks will check in, replacing Clevenger. Breton might need an ice bath after the game tonight. Cross court to Damon. Looking for help. Back cross court to McDowell. Damon's passing up some open threes because he's not feeling it tonight. Lob pass over the top to McDowell. Nice feed by Alex Kester. Trojan lead back to 8. Down to Voss in the lane, working against Nigaman. Little baby hook won't go, but Schrimmer's there for the rebound. His shot no good, rebounded by Nigaman. Ahead to Aiden Damon. Long bounce pass, bad idea, and it's picked off by Schrimmer, and then Damon doesn't pick him up coming down the court. Not a lot of effort there on that play. Voss into the lane, blocked by McDowell. Able to get his own rebound in the putback. Trojans kind of gave up on that one, for lack of a better word. The lead is down to 6. Nigaman, top of the key. Over to Damon on the wing. Down low to Damon. Back around to McDowell. Back to Damon. Thought about a 3 from the corner. Now he'll give it up. Nigaman all alone in the corner. Gets it to Damon. Little 10-footer on the way is good. 5 points for Damon. Trojan lead back to 8. We tick down under 3:20 to play in the game. Schrimmer. Tucker Harrell. Had it poked away, gets it back. Elevates from the free throw line. Shot is good. 9 points for Tucker Harrell. Trojan lead back to 6. Corner to McDowell. He'll put it on the floor. Gives it up to Nigaman. Ethan Brooks into the lane. Now picks up his dribble. Needs help. Luke corrals the loose ball to Damon. Back to Nigaman. Over to McDowell on the baseline. Working against height. Down to Luke. The foul and the bucket. They're going to get this one on Tristan Voss. That'll be Voss's second.
And that's just a great job of McDowell finding the streak and Nigaman coming down the lane there.
And before the free throws, there's a timeout. Colgan wants to talk it over. It's a full timeout. We'll take it as well. Trojans leading it by 8. 2:38 left to play. You're watching Trojan basketball on Girard Sports Live.
Farm Bureau is proud to support Girard High School student athletes. At Farm Bureau Financial Services, their #1 goal is to make insurance simple. Agents Judge Sasho, Lori Johnson, and Lisa Sasho take pride in educating their clients and members. There's a lot of information out there, and at Farm Bureau, they can explain it in a way that relates to you, so you can apply it to your life, family, farm, and future. To learn more, contact Judd, Lori, and Lisa at 620-724-4213. Go Trojans!
2:38 to play. Trojans lead it by 8, 43-35 over the Colgan Panthers. It's been a back-and-forth game. Trojans led by as many as 10 in the first half. Colgan came back and took a 2-point lead before the Trojans took a 6-point edge into the locker room. They've been able to build it to as many as 10, but currently it sits at 8 right now. It's Luke Nigaman at the line to shoot, trying to complete a 3-point play. And he does. Trojans by 9. Schrimmer with it, gives it up to Harrell. Now Schrimmer with it on the wing, looking for Voss in the lane. Working against Nigaman, back out to Schrimmer. Back to Voss, poked away from behind, loose ball. And it's out of bounds off of Colin Height. Heads up play there by Aiden Damon to knock it off the defender. And the Trojans will have it. Clock ticks under 2:15. McDowell finds Nigaman open. Can't hit the shot, can't hit the putback, and Voss with the rebound. Quickly back the other way. Keller working into Brooks. He'll back it out. Into the corner to Schrimmer. Back to Keller, trying to get it to Height. Now Keller will put it on the floor, into the lane, kicks it out to Schrimmer in the corner, and his shot is good. And a timeout again.
Full timeout.
Full timeout. We'll take it as well. Trojans lead it by 6. We'll be back. You're watching Trojan Basketball on Girard Sports Live.
Family owned and operated, GN Bank has been providing customers with the highest quality of financial services in a friendly and personal way for over 100 years. Whether you have personal, business, or agricultural needs, GN Bank is big enough to handle all of your banking needs, yet small enough to provide you with that personal touch you've grown to expect from a community bank. GN Bank, a proud supporter of the Girard Trojans. Equal housing lender, member FDIC. Learn more at gn-bank.com.
What was a 9-point lead, now a 6-point lead after a 3-point bucket by Jack Schrimmer. The Trojans have the ball coming out of the timeout, 1:44 to play in the game. And you'd think Girard would like to run some time off this clock, shorten this thing up a little bit. See if Colgan is going to start fouling here anytime soon. Under 2 minutes, about the time you start doing it. Trojans get it into Alex Kester. Now to Luke Nigaman. Tipped pass. Kester tracks it down. And the Trojans get it across the timeline. Kester dribbling around. Now gets it back to Luke Nigaman. Over to Clevenger on the side. Back up top to Kester. Down to Troike. His shot no good. Tipped out of bounds. It'll stay. Oh, no. Okay. Colgan basketball. Now going to sub in as Troike will. Clevenger will sit. Troike will sit. Damon and Ethan Brooks back into the game for Girard. They're going to pick him up at half court. Leading by 6. Trojans had a golden opportunity on last possession. Just couldn't come up with any points. Schrimmer drives. He's going to be fouled on the floor by McDowell. Tommy trying to shepherd him towards the baseline. A little too much shepherding. 4th team foul on Girard, so they got a couple to give. Over the top, they get it into Harrell. Quickly into the corner. Height, 3-point shot on the way, in and out. Boy, it was there, and then they foul Luke Nigaman after the rebound.
And that should send Luke to the 1-and-1.
Yep.
Fouls on the Panthers, number 3, Jack Schrader, 4th personal foul, team on number 6. And the line for a 1-and-1, number 11, Luke Nigaman.
Well, here's Josh. We talk about it all the time, but important free throws in late in the 4th quarter.
Trojans have done pretty well from the line tonight. Nigaman is 2 for 3. Take that 3 of 4. And that's a big one because now it's a 7-point game.
Yeah, it makes it at least 3 possessions.
Yeah. Trojan lead is 8. Voss will bring it across the timeline. They'll try and set up the half court. Schrimmer, he'll try the 3, fading away and hits. McDowell get a hand up, and there's a timeout on the floor. You know he wants to shoot a 3. Yep. Put your hands up.
Another full timeout.
We'll take it as well. Trojans lead it by 5. Keeps getting smaller. 1:05 to play. We'll be back. You're watching Trojan Basketball on Girard Sports Live.
Girard Medical Center is one of the area's best places to work. Are you a nurse? Does caring for patients on a more personal level sound appealing to you? Then you'll love our lower nurse-to-patient ratio. We also have positions open in other departments. Benefits include state employee health plan, 457 retirement plan with match, life insurance, paid time off, plus employee and family discounts on services. Best of all, your coworkers are like family. For more information, contact Greg Sullivan, Director of HR, or apply online at girardmedicalcenter.com.
Coming down to the wire, Colgan Panthers keep clawing closer and closer with some timely three-point shooting down the stretch here in the fourth. It hasn't been there for them all night, but of course it's happening here down the stretch in the fourth quarter to draw this one close and keep it dramatic. Trojans inbound, they get it into Aiden Damon, back to Luke Nigaman, who's fouled by Harrell. And Luke will head to the line to shoot a pair. You're okay. More big free throws for Luke. You think he makes a pair. Oh, now we got some breathing room. Then they come down and nail a three. And we're right back to some very important free throws.
Yep, and we're trading twos for threes here.
Yeah, and some perimeter defense next time down the floor would be good as well. Luke, first one missed off the front iron, but out of bounds. It'll be Trojan ball.
Yep.
Off Schrimmer. Clevenger and Troike in. Damon and Brooks will sit. They come into inbound from the baseline. Gets it in over the top to Troike, who's fouled by Gus Keller. 59.3 left to play.
And this will be the last 1-1. They'll be, after this one, they'll shoot two from here on.
Clevenger will sit. Damon back in the game for Girard. Troike rattles the first one in. First point of the night for Aiden Troike as he's working his way back off of a pretty rough ankle injury. Second one no good. Rebounded by Luke Nigaman. He finds a streaking McDowell for the bucket. 22 points for McDowell. Schrimmer, head fake, three-pointer on the way is good. 9 points in the fourth quarter alone, all behind the arc for Schrimmer. Maybe he should have started shooting those in the first half.
Another full timeout.
Another full timeout. We'll take it as well. Trojans by 5. 45.2 left to play. You're watching Trojan basketball on Girard Sports Live.
Hydrix, your dependable independent. Depend on us for service, for selection, for price. Get huge Samsung savings. Leave notes, sync calendars, and display your photos on the new Samsung Family Hub refrigerator. Plus, get free same-day delivery. Why shop for appliances where the motto is do it yourself when you can depend on the know-how of people who live appliances every day?
The only thing better than our price is our service. Hydrix, Fort Scott, and Girard.
Ethan Brooks, Brett Clevenger check back into the game for the Girard, coming out of timeout. Trojan basketball. Van Beesler back into the game for Colgan. They get it into McDowell. He's fouled from behind by Harrell. That's 3 on Harrell. And it'll be 2 shots for McDowell. McDowell 2 for 2 from the stripe tonight. He's got 22 points so far for the Trojans. Again, big free throws. Misses the first. Ethan Brooks, Aiden Damon back into the game. Clevenger sits. Troike sits. McDowell hits a second. Trojans by 6. Harrell ahead to Keller. Schrimmer back to Harrell. Shot on the way from Van Beesler, fading away, no good. Rebound comes down to Ethan Brooks, and there's a foul after the rebound, or on the rebound. Fouls on Van Beesler, that's his first. 10th team foul. Ethan Brooks will shoot a pair. Brooks could just make one of these. That's a big difference for Girard. And he does. First point of the night for Ethan Brooks. Comes at a big point in the game. And the second one rolls off. Quickly back the other way. Harrell, long three-pointer on the way. Way short of the mark. And it's out of bounds. Trojan ball. Troike and Clevenger in. Damon and Brooks out. Offense, defense, offense, defense. Trojans get it into McDowell, and he's fouled by Harrell. Okay, they're going to get Gus Keller with this one. Could have given it to anybody. It's 2 on Keller. McDowell at the line to shoot 2. This game's going to go to midnight, Jess. McDowell hits the first. 23 points tonight for McDowell. Damon and Brooks back in. Troike and Clevenger sit. McDowell hits them both. 24 for Tommy McDowell. Trojan lead is 9. Harrell. Keller pushing off of Ethan Brooks. Shot no good.
They're going to let us dribble it out.
Rebound to Nigaman, and the Trojans will hold the ball and dribble this one out. That's going to do it. A 9-point win for the Girard Trojans over the Colgan Panthers. Trojans improved to 9-3 on the season. Colgan falls to 7-6. Trojans back in action Monday night when they travel to Chanute to take on the Blue Comets. We'll step away for a quick break. When we come back, we'll have the Leah Smith Agency Farmers Insurance post-game show and put a bow on this one from here at Ted R. Taylor Gymnasium. Trojans earn a split with the Colgan Panthers. Girls lose, boys win. You're watching Trojan basketball on Girard Sports Live.
Chicken Annie's of Girard is something to crow about. Their family-style restaurant continues a Southeast Kansas tradition with their specialty, fried chicken, plus famous homemade onion rings and a variety of other dishes that would satisfy any cravings, even homemade pie. Besides dine-in and carry-out, Chicken Annie's of Girard also does catering in the area. Stop in on Highway 47 in Girard for a hearty meal, and follow Chicken Annie's of Girard on Facebook for specials.
Farmers Bank is a proud supporter of Girard schools. For generations, Farmers Bank has worked with local leaders, businesses, and residents to help shape the future of Southeast Kansas. Farmers Bank is proud to have helped with the growth and development of the communities we serve. As partners in business and friends in life, Farmers Bank is looking forward to a brighter tomorrow. Farmers Bank, with locations in Walnut, Hepler, St. Paul, and Girard. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
You've enjoyed life. Over the years, your community has become your passion, something you hope future generations get to experience, just as you have. That's why the Girard Area Community Foundation has worked hard to help fulfill charitable goals and inspire generosity, meeting the needs of the communities they serve. Creating a legacy fund with GACF ensures what you leave behind is an effective and lasting improvement in the community you love so dearly. Make plans to visit GirardAreaFoundation.com, preserving traditions for those who follow.
If you're in the market to buy or sell a house, land, or commercial space, look no further than Lehman Realty. Locally owned and operated, Jason Lehman and his staff are ready to meet the needs of every client. When it comes to your listing, you can trust that Lehman Realty will take the time to get to know you and your property. Lehman Realty is a proud supporter of Girard Trojan Athletics. Learn more at www.lehmanrealty.net or call Jason at 620-724-8020.
Welcome back to Ted R. Taylor Gymnasium. Trojans victorious 53-44 over the Colgan Panthers. Trojans improve to 9-3 on the season. Colgan falls to 7-6. Trojans back in action next week as they travel to Chanute to take on the Blue Comets Monday night. Then Tuesday night back here in Girard as they play host to Galena. And then Friday night on the road up in Anderson County, up in Garnett, as the Trojans travel to take on Anderson County. So
Bulldog.
The Bulldogs. A lot of back and forth for us next week. Jess?
Yep.
Do want to let you know that our post-game show is brought to you by Leah Smith Agency Farmers Insurance. Leah has over 10 years of industry experience in both Kansas and Missouri. That Leah and her staff find the right coverage for your personal or business needs. To learn more, call 620-670-4590. Proudly serving our community and cheering on the Trojans. Well, let's take a look at some of those first half scoring totals for the game, Jess. Not just for the first half, for the whole darn thing.
All both of them.
The whole thing, both halves.
Right.
Yeah, we got it all here. First off, for the Colgan Panthers, they're led in scoring by Jack Schremmer. He finished with 17, 8 of those in the second half, 11 of those in the second half, 9 of them in the fourth quarter. Next up was Tristan Voss. He finished with 10 points, 6 of those in the first half. Tucker Harrell added 9. Colin Height had 4, and Gus Keller had 4 to round out the scoring for the Colgan Panthers. For the Girard Trojans, they're led in scoring by Tommy McDowell, had 24 points tonight. Next up, Brett Clevenger finished with 8. Alex Kester had 7. Luke Nigaman finished with 6. Aiden Damon had 5. And Ethan Brooks and Aiden Troike added 1 point each to round out the scoring for the Girard Trojans. So scoring totals brought to you by Bradshaw Collision Repair. If your car's anything short of total, then just take it to Bradshaw Collision Repair. Bob Bradshaw offers refinishing, paintless dent repair, glass replacement, and more. Let Bradshaw Collision Repair get you back in the game. Call 620-724-7300. We'll step away for a quick break. When we come back, hopefully talk to Coach Westcott and put a bow on this one from here in Girard. It's homecoming night in Girard, Kansas. You've been watching Trojan basketball on Girard Sports Live.
For years, James Brumback and Brumback Service Center have been keeping area residents on the road with high quality and fast service. Let's face it, none of us have time for a breakdown, so be sure to stop by Brumback's for preventative maintenance, oil changes, and tire repairs. Brumback's is also your place for new tires with a variety of quality brands to choose from. Brumback Service Center, 312 East St. John in Girard. Call 620-724-6770. Good luck, Trojans, from Brumback Service Center.
Family owned and operated, GN Bank has been providing customers with the highest quality of financial services in a friendly and personal way for over 100 years. Whether you have personal, business, or agricultural needs, GN Bank is big enough to handle all of your banking needs, yet small enough to provide you with that personal touch you've grown to expect from a community bank. GN Bank, a proud supporter of the Girard Trojans. Equal housing lender, member FDIC. Learn more at gn-bank.com.
Whether you're trying to make the most of the next harvest, navigating a changing business landscape, or planning for the next chapter in your life, the professionals at Prime Accounting Solutions are here to help. With 10 locations, Prime Accounting offers convenient, friendly accounting and tax services at a fair price. Payroll, bookkeeping, business planning, personal tax filing, and more. And now Prime is the place to go for insurance. Trojan fans can find us at 408B North Grand in Pittsburgh or call 620-232-7305. To find a location near you, go to primeaccounting.net.
Welcome back out to Ted R. Taylor Gymnasium. Trojans victorious tonight over the Colgan Panthers, 53-44. And right now, I'm joined by head coach Rod Westcott of the Girard Trojans. And coach, a solid win tonight for your team against a Colgan squad that has been surging of late. I think you guys did a really good job of keeping them uncomfortable in that first half and really playing your game.
You know, defensively, I thought we did pretty good. Again tonight, they got loose on us there in the fourth quarter and bombed some threes away, but offensively, I thought we were really clicking at times tonight. Man, we got it inside, looked good, got some dump downs, had some easy shots. Some easy shots we missed too, but we have gotten a little better at finishing. And then we had some moments where we looked like we were lost. We jacked up some shots that we don't need to be shooting, and especially when we're getting the ball inside the way we were. I thought we did some really good things in the paint tonight. I'd like to see us kind of go to that a little bit more until they adjust and try to take that away. But, you know, our kids are learning right now. I think we understand that if we got something going, let's keep it going and don't get away from it. But, you know, we knew it would be a hard-fought game because they've been playing extremely well and doing some good things. And, you know, they got some nice pieces there. They got some kids that can really score the ball and some good shooters around the big kid inside, so they're a tough matchup.
Yeah, and speaking of the big guy inside, Tristan Voss, just kind of a load to handle tonight. I thought Luke and Tommy and Colton all at times did a pretty good job keeping him in check. I mean, he did finish with 10 points, but it's a pretty quiet 10.
Yeah, he's tough. I mean, that big lefty, and that's something you don't see a lot, you know, that kid going left all the time. But he's so strong, and he's got a good first step going that way as well. I thought Luke did a really nice job on him, though. I mean, Luke's a big, strong kid himself, and really did a great job on the glass tonight. I thought that was probably a big difference in the ball game. We kind of ruled the glass and really both ends of the floor. Didn't always make him pay off whenever we got the offensive boards, but did a good job on the glass.
And good to see Aiden Troike back tonight, getting up and down the floor. He didn't see a whole lot of minutes, but he's moving like a normal human, so that's a good thing. Yeah.
We're working him back in a little bit. I know he's probably frustrated. He wanted to play a lot more than what he did, but, you know, we still got a lot of season left.
Long week next week.
We got a really big week next week. We got to be at, you know, full capacity next week. So get some ice on the guys this weekend and get their legs under them and get ready for the 3-game gauntlet next week.
So Monday night, road trip up to Chanute, and they're a team that's kind of been struggling a little bit this year in the SEK, but nonetheless, they're an SEK team, which means they're going to have some dudes.
You know, they've been playing really well right now. I think they're the only team to beat Pittsburgh, and when they get it going, they're tough. They got some size. Their guards are big. They got the Kester kid. I think he's been playing forever over there, it seems like, and really got a good group going. So we'll have our hands full again. They played Parsons last night and really got after Parsons pretty good. So we know we'll have our hands full. We do most nights. There's no easy ones here on out. I mean, from here on out, you know, you're going to have to come and play and buckle down and grind it out every night because everybody in the league's tough and everybody we got left is going to be tough.
All right, Coach. Well, enjoy this one tonight. A solid win over Colgan, and we'll see you Monday night. We'll have 2 sleeps, and then we'll see you Monday.
There you go. Sounds good. Is that how we're going to start counting days now?
That's how I do it with my grandkids.
2 nights rest, and then we'll go.
That's right. All right, that's head coach Rod Westcott of the Girard Trojans. They come out on top tonight, 53-44. Coach, thanks for sitting down with us, and we'll see you Monday night.
I appreciate it, Josh. Take care, guys.
All right. That's head coach Rod Westcott. We'll step away for our final break of the Leah Smith Agency Farmers Insurance postgame show. We'll come back, put a bow on this one from Girard. Trojans victorious tonight over the Colgan Panthers, 53-44. You're watching Trojan basketball on Girard Sports Live.
Community National Bank and Trust has been serving the area for more than 30 years with a strong commitment to the highest quality leadership and banking services. Stop in soon and pick up your very own Girard Trojan Instant Issue Mascot Debit Card. While you're there, be sure to ask about Secure Lock, mobile banking, Guardian Secure Checking, and People Pay. Learn more at mybankcnb.com. Community National Bank and Trust is a proud supporter of Girard Schools.
Member FDIC.
Go Trojans!
Whisper a phrase into a person's ear, then pass it on to a group of people. Notice how the message changes by the time that the last person hears it? In business, consider word of mouth in the same light. What people say may turn into something different than you would like it to be. It can't be controlled. That's why Norris Advertising provides proven ad solutions through radio, billboards, and digital sign sales, allowing your message to be controlled by the person that knows your business best. You, Norris Advertising, a proud sponsor of Trojan Athletics.
The Producers Co-op Farm Store is committed to making your life easier by supplying you with the things you need for your farm and home. As always, the Producers Co-op Farm Store has a great selection of farm and ranch supplies, including pet supplies, ranch and corral building supplies and equipment, automatic waterers and feed bunks, tack, dog food, pet and animal health supplies, workwear, boots, and much, much more. Come in and check out the great deals on lots of new merchandise as well. Proudly serving Girard and the surrounding area, and proud to support the Girard Trojans.
Celebrate, recognize, build. That's the promise of Wilbert Signature Awards and Engraving. Owners Greg and Missy Scott are committed to helping their customers celebrate special moments, recognize achievements, and build relationships. With a huge selection of Trojan gear, plaques and awards, custom leather patch hats, trophies, and so much more. Plus, while you're there, stop in next door to find the latest fashions from Aubrey at Scott & Company. Wilbert Signature Awards and Engraving. Learn more at wilbertawards.com or call 620-724-0341.
Welcome back to Ted R. Taylor Gymnasium one final time. We want to thank Coach Westcott for sitting down with us earlier. Our coach's interview brought to you by Community National Bank and Trust, serving the area for 30 years. Stop in soon to pick up your very own Girard Trojan Instant Issue Mascot Debit Card. Community National Bank and Trust, a proud supporter of Girard Schools. Learn more online at mybankcnb.com. Well, for Jess Murphy, I'm Josh Lettner. Thanks for joining us from here in Girard. Trojans come out on top tonight by 9 over the Colgan Panthers. Back in action 3 times next week. Monday night on the road at Chanute. Girls game tips at 6. We'll hit the air at 5:30. Then Tuesday night, Trojans play host to the Galena Bulldogs. Again, 6 o'clock tip, 5:30. We'll hit the air. And then Friday night, Trojans travel to Garnett to take on Anderson County. And chances are we got about a 60% chance of getting that one on the air for you. We'll have those all for you here on Girard Sports Live. For Jess Murphy, I'm Josh Lettner saying thanks for joining us. You've been watching Trojan basketball on Girard Sports Live.
You've been watching Trojan Athletics on Girard Sports Live. Girard Sports Live is presented by Crocan, your community technology partner. Learn more at ckt.net. Also by Ag Choice of Epler, American Family Insurance, Jenny Collins Agency, Bradshaw Collision Repair, Call Service, Community National Bank and Trust, Derailed Commodity, Diskins Auto and Towing, DS Construction, Evans Motors, Farm Bureau Financial Services, Farmers Bank, Girard Medical Center, Hydrix Appliance, The Jagged Edge, GN Bank, Larrett Ceramics, Leah Smith Agency Farmers Insurance, Lehman Realty, Mathis Drug, McClellan Sanitation, Norris Advertising, Producers Cooperative Association, and Roto-Rooter. Thanks for watching, and don't miss us next time right here on Girard Sports Live.